You're good.
All right. What's up? Sunday Night Baseball on the porch. Mike Gill, Nuggets, Dougie Fresh. On the porch, Mike, Doug, and Nick. Welcome, everybody. Mets, Phillies, rubber match. Mets won last night. Home run derby. Phillies won Friday night. Both teams, same exact records. Aggregate score, 14-13. Who wins the rubber match? Luzardo Peterson. That's the pitching matchup tonight. Watch us on the porch, guys. You're going yacht juice to start things off over there. We got a milkshake IPA. We're going to be trying in the third inning tonight. And you guys out there, if you want to like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the share button, send us comments all throughout the night on all our social media platforms. All right, boys. Phillies, Mets, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
We're going to sweat the bet a little bit tonight, too.
We're really going to sweat.
We are sweating profusely. It's about 96.
I'm actually all right now. I'm all right
good.
now.
We got the fan
Got
here.
the fan going. That helped
great.
out.
Yeah, we are putting the sweat into the bet for sure. Same game parlay. Luzardo, 7 Ks for me.
I'm going Kemp 3+ bases.
3+ bases.
And you.
And I'm going Alec Boehmer, homer tonight. You can play our parlay right there on the screen. By the way, Boehm against David Peterson, 2 career homers. He has the most hits against Peterson of any Philly.
Ooh, so that's why you're going Boehmer homer.
That's why
right?
he's
I did the
going
research.
Boehmer,
I did the
homer.
research. I'm not just throwing stuff out there like Kemp 3 bases.
Oh, come on. Gotta,
Watch that hit too.
Kemp's playing left field for the first time in his career.
Yeah.
We'll show you the Phillies lineup when they come to bat, but here we go. Luzardo.
Good sign. First
Yeah.
pitch, K. Buddy Kennedy getting the start tonight, making his re-debut.
Yeah, playing first base for the
Lindor.
Phillies tonight. You got Kemp in left field, Kennedy at first base. So anybody feeling a little trepidatious about this whole Harper situation?
A little worried.
A little worried.
A little worried.
Not surprised. Every time he gets any kind of injury, it always starts off as kind of, it's just a little thing. And then the next thing you know, weeks go by, a month goes by.
I was talking to a guy who's like a wrist specialist, and he was saying that this comes up a lot. The concerning part is, Lindor golfed that one. That's foul.
Foul ball.
That he says it's concerning to him that it just randomly shot back up, and that kind of tells him it's like chronic. What's it called? Tendonitis.
Tendonitis.
Well, it's just the timing of it was so weird,
Because it was right after he got hit right above the elbow. And then all of a sudden the wrist.
Yeah, which only leads you to believe he was already dealing with a wrist issue to begin with.
Well, he was, yeah. I mean, he said it. He has been dealing with it.
Well, he messed this time with it last year. Then he said it went away. And that's what the doctor thing was saying, was the fact that it just randomly came back says that it's like a chronic tendonitis that sometimes goes away, sometimes comes back. If somebody has tennis elbow, it's terrible for 3 weeks, and it kind of goes away. And you're like, oh, that's gone. And then it comes back. Just kind of one hands that thing. It looked like a Castellanos swing.
Hey, man.
Look at that.
Castellanos.
He went out and got it, too, and
It
pulled
was a
it.
nice play in right field by him last night.
I don't think any Gold Glover would have made that play last night.
Maybe not. I also don't think they would have ran into the security closet in the right field corner.
Yeah, no, it looked like a UFO.
Looked like he was looking for a rake.
Yeah, it was an Angels in the outfield type
That's
of
what
play.
I said this morning on the radio. I said it looked like the Angel just grabbed him and threw him into the wall over there.
Yeah, it was.
We had an Angel in the outfield play on Friday night with Castellanos and Real Muto. Then
Yep.
he one-upped them.
They've been making an appearance. I mean, big play by Rojas. He had a play earlier this year we were talking about. But do you guys have any concerns with the fact that every On the Porch episode that Luzardo's been on the hill, we have not done well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on the porch the day he gave up the 12 against the Brewers.
Yeah, it was a long night or day, whatever it was. It
That was
a day.
a long,
Yeah.
long game.
Yeah. That was a game where all hell broke loose. Wasn't getting a call. Umpire called a balk from third base.
Nice pitch. You ever like so they have the pitch comm?
Yeah.
Like the pitcher shakes him off, does he just like push other buttons and fastball inside, fastball outside, fastball up,
No.
change up?
I don't think it's a two-way deal.
No.
There's one. We'll put that one in the books.
But he shook him off twice on that last pitch.
Yeah, he want to go with the sweeper. He's feeling the sweeper right now.
Good pitch. Who's the
So what are the conditions at CBP tonight? I mean, I know we're kind of sitting here because the sun's hitting us from behind, but
I'm actually all right now.
The sun went down a little bit, so
Well, we got out here an hour ago setting up. It was a steamer. I was a little concerned, but
I'm
fine now.
You had nuggets up on the ceiling putting in light bulbs.
Yeah, we got the new light bulb up there.
Yeah.
You can see the difference in the two lights now.
Yeah. Yep.
it was hot up there. As they say, heat rises.
Yep.
It's always an adventure on the porch, you know. We got
It's a new thing.
we had,
every week.
Well, it's the first night game outside on the porch, so we had to make sure the lights were, it's a new season. We haven't been outside all that much, so we got to make sure the lights are all new and ready to go.
so new light bulbs. Hopefully, some new hot dog rolls for you. I sent you the sale they were having at ShopRite.
Yeah.
The 2 for $5 because I know you were a little backed up on the hot dog
Save
rolls.
them for next year.
Hey, you never know when you're gonna have
Put 'em
company
in
in
the freezer.
26.
Juan Soto. I mean, did the Phillies let him get hot?
By the way, we
last
also have a Game 7 tonight. So we got the Game 7 over on the TV on the left. You guys can't see it, but there's a TV here that has Game 7 when that tips off in an hour or so, and then Phillies are over here on the right. Where's
Great
everybody
sports
watching the game tonight? Where are you guys at watching the game? We're on the porch. Let us know in the comments section,
Dude,
where you're watching the game and what are you having tonight? He's got the yacht juice.
yacht juice.
It's one of my favorites, actually.
There you go.
8% by volume. Great can by Icarus Brewing. It's an Imperial IPA. And interesting, it says hopped with lupulin, citra, lupulin, mosaic, and Columbus.
Look at you. And you stopped by
Hardy's Liquors.
and got us the milkshake.
Yeah, so it's an ambrosia. It's called.
Ooh.
So
Kind of got on the fist.
not everybody can pull it off, but there's our Gold Glove right fielder.
Yep. So Lindor tug up there. Good job by him.
So I got stuck with Lindor in our fantasy baseball league, Gill, that you and I are in. I was on a plane flying back from spring training, and Wi-Fi connectivity issues.
Draft was going on
Yeah,
while you're flying back.
So my first round pick, nobody knows what's going on. There was all these issues on. I won't name the fantasy league server because that'd be unfair, but it was crap. And next thing you know,
Nobody else had an issue.
Francisco Lindor. That's not true. That's fake right there. So I got Lindor with the 7th pick overall on a forced. I wasn't happy about it.
How you
Do a
doing
lot
now?
worse.
I'm doing pretty good. I got like
There you
a,
go. You know.
I think I'm in 5th.
It worked out.
Probably better than the guy you would have taken yourself.
Computer knows all. AI helped you out there.
Yeah. Auto pick. It's just questionable when the commissioner is the one doing the auto pick. You know.
By the way, doesn't it look so much better, the uniforms this year, that the numbers and the last names aren't as small?
Oh heck yeah, that's big.
It was brutal last year.
That's a good call.
You can actually see them.
Yeah, it kind of had like a little league font size last year.
Yeah.
By the way, the Phillies on a Sunday, since it's a night game, we're going with the pinstripes
Yep.
tonight, not the cream.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a good pickup. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep.
So does it have to be a night? What if it was a 405?
Don't have that
Sorry.
answer. Although they would almost, I don't think, ever play a 4:05 home Sunday game. It's not allowed because of Sunday Night Baseball.
Well, we don't know how much longer Sunday Night Baseball might be a thing either.
Currently has no home.
We should call them up, see if they want us to maybe stream it. I'm sure we could probably pick that contract up. A couple shekels.
Good idea.
$350 million.
Pete Alonso thought he had
They might bite.
Just tell them to hold the check. Big spot here. 2 outs. 3-2. Runner on third. Oh,
Nice
nasty.
sweeper.
He knew it too.
Second
Now he's
one
going to
in the
complain about the
book.
pitch before. It's the bottom of it's the top of the first. You should get thrown out of the game like the Coastal Carolina guy today.
Oh, that
Wow.
was nuts.
He threw the coach out, the manager out, and the first base coach in the bottom of the first inning.
It's 2-for-1 day. Coastal Carolina is actually known for having some pretty cool, what do you call it, promotions inside the ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah, like same thing with their football team.
Yeah.
You can go in there, price of admission, you get beverages, snacks, your typical ballpark food, hot dogs, nachos, that kind of thing.
I feel like every professional sports team should have a couple of stands that offer hot dog, nachos, burger for $2. $1 dogs, $2. Like really
Every game?
yes, like with your ticket. And then if you want to pay for something that is
Big time.
a little bit better,
Yeah.
you can make that choice. But have an offering of, hey,
your
you want to
basic.
get a hot dog or a burger or some nachos.
Like you get a voucher with your ticket
Yeah.
every game. You should get a voucher.
Just
Yeah,
that's part of the ticket is, or that's just part of a ballpark. You pay for
Yeah.
your ticket, and then I mean,
It's like
you're
the O-
charging $8 for a soda. I mean, you got to be ridiculous.
They should do like
Like the
free
OG
package,
ticket.
like family plans or something
Yeah.
before the game.
Every
Something.
night there's a section of the ballpark
Yeah, at least you have options.
that is $1 hot dog, $2 burger, $3 nachos. Very, very, very inexpensive options. So that when you bring a family of 4 out, you're not paying $8 a soda for the entire family. So that a hot dog and a burger
Like
or
300
nachos are
like-
very
Yeah.
affordable.
It's outrageous. Right?
It's
the way it
it's
is
getting
now.
ridiculous. I mean, there was an article. I don't know if anybody saw this article in the New York Times about the sports bubble in terms of the streaming services. He says it costs $4,800 to be a sports fan to watch every single one of your team's games.
for all the sports year
If
round.
you want to watch, I think he did
The four
Boston
majors?
Sox. Yeah,
Like the
I
four
think he
majors.
did Boston sports. If you wanted to watch every Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics, and Patriots game, it would cost you $4,800 to
Jeez.
have every streaming service with the Wi-Fi for the whole season. Turner first pitch swinging and a lazy fly.
Getting aggressive early on in the count.
46-31, both teams. Who's happier about their 46-31 record?
You and I got to do a big debate.
Yeah, I think pound for pound, the Mets lineup offensively is better than the Phillies. So they got to be happier because, I mean, they're doing it. Their pitching right now is a hot mess, and their pitching is relatively decent if they had everybody healthy. So I got to think they're happier. We have way
You
too
got to
long-
keep in mind, too, Soto really hasn't broken out yet.
No,
He's been kind of average.
we've had our pitching, at least our starting pitching, pretty much in check. I mean, the Nola thing, okay, fine, but that's typical Nola first half of the year.
By the way, Mets sent down Alvarez today. That was a big move before the game.
Well, their lineup, it's really, we were talking about this the other day. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, their big three. Phillies, Schwarber, Harper, Turner. After that, their lineup dips big time.
The Mets.
I mean, can you even name the fourth guy on their team?
It's a good question.
Got great analysis there from Dougie Fresh. Just said how stacked their lineup is. He couldn't go 4 deep.
Well, truth be told, if you look at our lineup, we don't necessarily even have a legitimate, we'll call it 6-7. We rotate it constantly. It's mixed match, hodgepodge, all that goes along with it. I think
But that's the point, is the Mets lineup is not all that much deeper, if at all, than the Phillies. They have a platoon in left field, platoon in center field. Second base is kind of meh. Third base, meh. They just demoted their catcher. Schwarber just struck out. I mean, they have Soto, Lindor, Alonso, and then after that, they got a couple platoons, and I guess Nimmo, their next best guy, Nimmo.
I would say so.
I mean, he's got like 15 homers, Nimmo, which
I mean, they got Acuna at the bottom, who I do like.
he
Just
doesn't
think
play
needs
every
more
day, though.
Yeah, I just think he's one of those guys that probably a year before his time.
Yeah, I don't know that he's even playing anymore. They got Beatty playing third because Vientos is hurt.
Marte's in the 2-hole tonight.
Cunha's playing second. He's probably at the bottom.
I got the Bomer Homer in our bet. That
was a missile.
That was a rip.
Got a little comment in there. We missed a little deer back there. A couple of deer
Where?
Behind
us, supposedly.
That's pretty
You're
pretty
not
legendary.
You're kidding me, right?
They got a comment from Psalms. Just saw a deer breakdance behind you guys.
All right, now I know he's messing around.
It could have been.
Anything.
Do you get any deer back here?
No.
Anything can happen on the
Anything
porch.
can happen on the porch.
I mean, listen, the campground, we did the episode there. We had random
Yeah.
fans drop by on
Random
their golf
shots.
cart. Yeah, we had Mission Spirits, Amaretto. What was that beer? Had all kinds of good stuff. 2 guys stopped by that I've never even met before. If someone comes strolling in the backyard, though, that'll be a first.
So last night,
Yes, it would. Actually, my neighbor would be popping out from time to time if he comes outside.
popped behind us. Maybe he's riding the deer. Never know.
Taking it down.
He could have been messed. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
By the way, last night the back-to-back homers. Did you guys see that live? 10th time in Mets history that has happened.
Yeah, it's stinks when you're on the receiving end of it,
Yeah.
especially if you're coming off of the night before where we were euphoric when you see Castellanos and JT rounding the bases out of the Major League movie, and then you got to turn witness to that back to back to back the next night. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
They got Bohm mic'd up tonight.
Could be a sign.
Ask Bohm a question.
Did you know that on the porch,
How do you think they got him to do this?
the girlfriend?
Doesn't seem like a big time candidate. Although right now, a lot of times they get Harper to do it. He's done it a few times. I feel like Schwarber's done it.
Marsh.
Marsh did it.
Yep.
Give it to Buddy Kennedy.
Give
Put it on him.
it to Buddy. It's your
How about-
debut.
How
I
about
mean, right now,
Cassidy?
Bohm's probably, other than Schwarber.
Have they gotten Turner to do it?
Yeah, they have done Turner.
I'm pretty sure they've done Turner.
One night they got to do a pitcher.
Why not do a catcher?
Just have the pitcher doing it.
So we
Imagine that.
did the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League
Yeah.
All-Star game a couple years in a row. We had the pitcher mic'd up. We had two-way communication. And so he would say, "What do you want me to throw here?" It was Louis Sari from Buna. And he was
That's
down at
pretty
a
awesome.
bar in college. So we were actually calling the pitches. I just, at this level,
No way.
I can't believe it.
No way. A pitcher would ever.
Why not have JT mic'd up? You hear the pitch comm going on? Curveball inside.
I would do it. Like a catcher, I feel like would be really cool.
I was watching the College World Series today. They had on ESPNU the ump cam.
Yeah,
Which was pretty funny when the ump
Well,
fell
yeah.
over when he threw that guy out of the game.
Foul ball. All right. I'd much rather have the K here.
Well, you need it.
Well, solid start. 2 Ks in the first inning.
Yeah. Take that pace.
Not bad.
24 pitches already.
Would it be a violation right here to, if you're the announcers, to ask Bohm about his socialite
Oh,
girlfriend?
yeah. On Sunday Night Baseball, probably.
So they would filter that out.
Throw him for a loop.
See if I can grab any of the quotes. Put it out on social media.
Ball and 2 strikes.
A little lefty on lefty crime would be nice.
A little fastball. Right on the outside. Nope.
Couldn't get him to
Keep her
go
in the dirt.
fishing. How about Lizardo wearing long sleeves? on a night like tonight.
I don't know. Some of these pitchers that they just do it every time. They wear
Yeah.
long sleeves all year long.
Well, they said that he's so superstitious that he only will throw his first warm-up pitch if the time that he walks
Oh,
out
before the
something like that.
game. Yeah.
adds
4
up.
and an 8.
Yeah. It's like how do you get that deep in the hole as far as your head goes?
How do you even come up with that?
I
How do you
don't
even know that that's what happened?
Like your buddy
They
says,
might have talked
you were
about it
awesome.
ahead of time.
You were awesome, man. Did you notice that you pitched better if your first warm-up pitch is if you add the time of the clock up to 4 and 8? Like,
Yeah.
come on. How do you get there?
Ooh.
He's got an ERA of 13.50 his past 4 starts. Buddy Jeff Kerr put that out.
Jeff Kerr, stat man.
He is a stat man.
Well, they made the T-shirts after Marsh was the mic'd up guy the last time. Remember?
So I'm assuming they're probably talking about them being roommates.
Yeah.
Because they're showing Marsh on the TV talking to Bohm. So now you're getting the other perspective this time. That was last year when they talked to Marsh about that, right? Time just flies.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. What was the name of the band he came up with?
Oh, God. Yeah,
Oh,
what
I'm
was the
blanking
name
on
of the
it.
band?
If you know the name of the band, comment. Oof.
Oh, Kemp with the
Auto
adventure
Kemp.
and left. Oh,
I made it look easy.
he caught the ball in his chest. You don't
Made
see
it
that
look
too often.
easy.
He tracked that down nicely.
Would you ever consider cutting your hair
Ah, that's a good
to
question
help
there.
the team a la
M.A.
Nick
Butts.
Sirianni? Oh, man.
My butts.
It made it on the Sunday Night Baseball.
Yeah.
My butts. That's great.
Yeah.
Boom.
Stopped over at the old Sopo Brewing Friday night. Had the old flake news.
Yeah.
Oh, I stopped down at Mudhen last night, and they had the beer that was for you there.
Yeah,
What was it?
Captain Doug's Porter.
Doug's Porter.
Yeah, I mean, did you bring me any?
I don't think they had it canned.
Oh, come on. You think or you know?
No, I sent you the menu.
You sent me the menu.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
didn't have it canned.
Wait, what was the name of the beer I had at Sopo? Live by the nickel, die by the dime?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
don't-
they did not have it canned to go. The Captain Doug's Porter.
Well, I had a really good porter at Sopo the other night.
Doug, have you been going can or draft lately?
Sticking with the draft, meaning
Does he have a
obviously,
can in his-
As is a can.
obviously I have no choice here. But if I'm out, I was out. So Friday, my nights are all going together. Was it Friday night we were at Sopo?
Yes.
So Friday night we're at Sopo.
And we got brought the pizza from Squares and Fairs over to Sopo.
Yeah. And then last night I was at the tavern in Seaville.
Ooh.
And I sent you the draft. It was
There you go. Casty.
look at Casty go.
Does he have range?
Come on.
I was wondering where that menu was from.
Yes, it was the Seaville Tavern on draft. I had the water guns and rainbows from Ludlam. Really good. Our brother from another outfisher, he was with me and partake. But Nick, it was a draft.
Okay.
And it was a draft at Sopo. But Sopo offered a can, and somebody sitting on this couch did not take the can.
Wow.
The can was an option.
Wow.
Didn't take it.
Didn't take it.
Exit
Jeez.
0 was in a can.
Interesting. Well, by the way, since Cassie made that last stat,
Whoa.
Cassie's corner.
Whoa.
We want to talk about his defense a little bit there, Doug. His defensive run save this year, -10.
Well,
Outs above average, -7. This is why he gets replaced in right field.
One
His
time.
WAR is a -0.3.
one time. So, of all right fielders in the major leagues, how many right fielders do you think have more hits than Casty?
Singles.
Hits in general.
How many right fielders play every day?
Hits in general.
Today's game.
A lot of platoons.
A lot of platoons,
A lot of
but not
platoons.
so many.
A lot of platoons, but not many.
Not many.
A lot,
Not-
but not many.
Not for
Which
the
one is it?
not for the main guys. Not for the main guys. So how many guys have more
Not
hits?
for the main guys.
How many right fielders have more
I
hits?
hope he
than
has the most.
Castellanos?
So you could say he's the shortest of the tall guys.
Well,
What do you think happened on that play last night? He just totally overran it. I mean,
neat.
just totally overran it. He didn't have a chance at it, but he could have played it off the wall.
Listen, looking at it, it was so weird. At first, you're like, did he lose it in the lights? And then you're like, did the wind have effect? Then you're listening to the announcers,
No.
and everyone's like,
He overran it clearly.
Yeah.
And just totally misplayed it.
So from a defensive standpoint, no question.
I don't care if he has the most hits of every right fielder.
He does, but you're always
So if
talking
he
about
has
value.
number-
This
number
guy
one.
makes $20 million a year. All right, well,
then how many guys that have less hits of them make more money than he does?
that I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but
So it's
Judge-
not an impressive
Judge and-
stat here. is
Judge
what
and
you're- what I'm
Tucker.
getting to. He plays every day. He should have
So
more
did-
hits than everybody.
so did Judge and Tucker. He had just fewer hits than Tucker. And if you're looking at from an average standpoint,
His batting average has been fine.
Yeah.
I haven't said one negative thing about his batting average.
leads the league in doubles for right fielders.
There you go.
And here's another out.
Hung up there.
He's a tough guy to defend, man.
No, listen,
And you don't do a very good job of helping the poor guy. I mean, I could actually spin it around and do a much better job of helping the poor guy out, but
leads the league in doubles. He's up there in
he doesn't lead the
average.
league in doubles.
Leads the right fielder.
I don't know that that's accurate either, but I'll take your word for it. But
I'll
I will
look it
fact check it.
Leads right fielders. in
I'll
doubles.
fact check.
More than Aaron Judge, more than Kyle Tucker.
What do you
Oh,
make?
I don't-
Did you see his Instagram post the other day?
I
didn't
told
do
you
nothing with
guys.
those
I was
things.
like,
I see. I read.
I could care less
all
about their
into
social
that.
media stuff.
I read so much into that. Today's game, I think you have to read into it. Have to. Unfollowing.
I don't think
cryptic tweets.
I don't think it was him.
You don't think it was him?
I think it was his wife posting
No
on his
way.
account.
No way.
Posting on his account.
Maybe for him.
Posting on his
He
account.
probably said what to say.
I don't think he cares.
I want to get to the bottom of it.
Nah,
The last thing I'm going to do with my day is try to figure out what Nick Castellanos means on his Instagram feed. That guy, of all people, I don't have any.
out of all right fielders, 7th in RBIs, and he would be 5th only by 1. And
Very impressive.
those are all guys that play every day that are slightly ahead of him. Judge, Hernandez, Tucker, Carroll, Soto, and Rooker. So Judge has 61 ribbies. Casty has 40.
Rooker doesn't play right field, so that is a bad stat wherever you just get that from.
ESPN.
Who's not a right fielder.
Well,
Rooker.
You can look at all outfielders and probably put it in the same camp because I guess Carroll doesn't play right field either.
No, he does not.
So all the outfielders in the MLB,
Oh, that's a terrible swing.
he's got 7th in RBI.
That can't possibly be true.
Yeah.
There's
Hold on.
no way. If he had 7th most outfield, he'd be in the top RBI guy in all of baseball. He's not even 7th on his own team. Barely.
Corbin Carroll plays right field. That's got to be right fielders. 7th in all right fielders. But you're saying Rooker doesn't play right field. But ESPN thinks he does.
Rooker plays the outfield,
It's more of a DH.
period. And when he plays left
Well,
field.
he's qualified then, I guess. Has
Actually,
enough
they moved
appearances.
Soderstrom to left, but now Kurtz is back for the A's. So I don't know if Soderstrom went from first to left.
And the other thing is, too, where he takes a lot of heat is, and not listen, I mean, some of his approaches just scratch the head. But again, from an outfielder and a right fielder specifically, he only has 59 Ks. Like Aaron Judge has 88.
Yeah, Aaron Judge also has 30 homers. One guy has 30, the other guy has 8. I'll take the extra 30 Ks and I'm getting 30 homers against 8. Oh, that ball's gone.
Oh, smoked.
Foul.
Oh, there would have been the
bases.
3-bagger. Oh, man.
Oh, that would have been our basis for Otto Kemp. Just a long foul.
Oh, you got to
ball.
figure. He does not have one yet. No dingers up in the pros.
Got a no dingers defense on here.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Out of the
Wow.
brutal.
All right, so we're going to head to the third. It's time for the milkshake IPA from our friends at Hardee's.
Yeah, if you want to, we can grab it out now.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, come and see us at the Brigantine Farmers Market Saturday. We're actually going to be there 3 straight Saturdays. Hang Loose Caboose will be there this Saturday, the following Saturday, and then the next Saturday. 3 straight Saturdays. Dougie Fresh helped us out last week. We were down in Sea Isle. Huge crowd down in Sea Isle, man. That was an unbelievable day.
Even when it rained.
It rained, and people still came out and supported. So for the people who came out and came and saw us, that was awesome. This Saturday, we're going to be at the Brigantine Farmers Market. Probably the best farmers market in all of South Jersey in terms of the beach towns. That place is packed.
Is the Brigantine
every
Castle still
single
open?
Saturday. No Brigantine Castle. But what they do have there is beer from the seed.
Ooh.
Also, 3 Threes has a table there as well.
Whoa.
They also have unbelievable crafters and food. There's all sorts of food and stuff. But you got to get there 8 o'clock. It starts to noon. And that place is, there's a line at 8 o'clock generally to get in for the people who want to get their produce. They have produce. Awesome. Get there. Donuts. You know it.
How far is it from Ernest and Son's Old Fashioned Butcher Shop?
It's at the school. So it's at the Brigantine North School. The butcher shop's down the other end of town.
So you could stop and get a sandwich, pack it up, and then head over to the farmer's market.
You could do it that way, or you
Check
come to
out
the
our-
farmer's market first and then go to. That's what we generally do. When we're done the farmer's market on a Saturday, we'll go to check out Ernest and Sons or our friends over at the Tiki Taco. That's Ari over at Tiki Taco, right across the street from Ernest and Sons, and right next door to that is the Jersey Cow. So you can check out a little Jersey Cow if you want a little ice cream, or if you want a little sandwich over at the Ernest and Sons Old Fashioned Butcher Shop. That's our guy Mel. But stop out at the Brigantine Farmers Market on Saturday from 8 to noon. Come by and say hello. In fact, the artist is working all day today. She's building up her inventory because she got wiped out last week in Sea Isle. So thanks to everybody who stopped by and saw us in Sea Isle. We hope you say hello to us in Brigantine this Saturday. All right, we got the Ambrosia Milkshake IPA. This is from the Source Farmhouse Brewery.
I'll give this close
Yeah,
up on
a
the
little
can.
close up.
There it is.
It's a milkshake IPA, Imperial. It's got mandarin, orange, coconut, pineapple, vanilla, bean, and milk sugar.
Wow.
I'm going to say off the front here, I don't know anything about this milkshake IPA. I'm very intrigued by it. But
Exclusively at Hardee's liquor store on Route 40 in Mays Landing. Oh, man.
got a
Smells
nice
good.
citrusy taste to it. Bang. Bang. Thanks to the Hardee's people for the Ambrosia Milkshake IPA is the ditty here. Let's check it out.
Very smooth.
Really smooth.
It's got an interesting little citrusy taste to it, a little orangey. Like what did it say? It's got mandarin oranges. You can definitely get the little orange on the front side there.
Absolutely.
On the back end, you get the vanilla taste.
Yeah, good summer beer.
Oh, this is my kind of beer.
Good summer beer.
Oh man,
Coconut in there too.
Good choice there, Doug.
So milk sugar. We should explain that to me there.
7.8, by the way. Only drink one if you're driving.
This is one of those ones where I say drink it early in the game.
Third inning.
As promised.
By the way, second Castellanos is in doubles for right fielder.
Right fielder, yeah.
Among right fielders.
How many right fielders play every day?
If you look at the top,
Kyle Tucker, Juan Soto.
Yeah. Well, those guys.
Corbin Carroll.
Lawrence
the big
Butler.
difference between the guys he mentioned is, again, they're all hitting the ball over the fence. Castellanos hitting
They're
it off the fence.
They're also making a lot more money.
Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll's still on his rookie deal. I mean, come on.
Good pitch. Sweeper, 85.
Well, Soto and
They're making a
what's
few
Judge
shekels.
making?
He's in the 500 million.
Arson Judge?
Aaron Judge.
Arson. Do you remember?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking $500 million dudes. I think Kyle Tucker is making a good 30 plus
You got
million.
Butler, Cassie, Judge, Garcia, Tucker.
What's those guys on base percentage?
By right fielders, Aaron Judge is
Cassie's not
468
winning there.
on base.
Yeah, 468. I'll take that.
And then the next best is Kyle Tucker.
With 88,
395.
wait a second. He's got
390.
88 strikeouts and he's still got a 400 clip on base percentage.
Well, one problem Castellanos has is he has yet to master how to walk, which is a pretty big reason why these guys on base. What did you say, Kyle Tucker, 390?
395.
395.
So Casty is 10th among right fielders and on base percentage at 324.
Oh my God, how's that even possible?
Top
How bad are the
third.
right fielders?
Top third of the
How
league.
bad are the right fielders?
Oh, man, here. Hold on. I'll just turn around, stretch a little bit. There we go.
Right field's got to be a pretty bad position.
It goes from 468 to 395, 392, and then there's a big drop off from Soto to Tatis, 392 to 359.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about a big drop off yesterday? Was out on a friend's boat. I thought I was helping out on the assist, trying to back into the dock. Little wake hit the back of the boat. I went man overboard. Look at that.
Oh,
I got
big bruise.
I got destroyed. I just felt that when I turned around trying to flaunt the Casty jersey. But man,
man.
yeah, not bad.
Feeling all right?
Look, yeah, look at this, man. The double whammy.
Went overboard.
Overboard.
No one got it on film.
No, ruined my phone even. Had to get a new phone.
That's awful. Well, we're glad you can make it for on the porch.
I really need to win this same game parlay.
You go,
Cover my
We're going with
losses.
medical bills.
Android? No, come on.
You know, he messes up the group chat with the green.
And the videos that you try to send. Which, by the way, I did send a video clip when I picked up the ambrosia from Hardy's. Got to give him a shout out. Hardy himself is watching. He said he was going to be, he was doing it right. He was going to have the game on the TV monitor, and then he's got monitors out for his security feeds, and he was putting us up on YouTube up there. So Hardy, you're the man, and this ambrosia.
I keep getting a different taste every time. Like one taste is like kind of orangey, then there's a little vanilla-y in there. So
it's like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
By the way, our guy Psalms, who said he saw a deer, he's a Mets fan. Says love the show, keep it up, and he wants to know if what do you think's going to happen at the deadline with Fightins? I'm assuming.
For the Fightins?
Yeah.
Man, they got to get a couple bullpen arms.
I think we get some sort of
At this point, I don't know where you get. I don't know where you get that right-handed power back. I mean, really, they don't have a lot of options of things to trade to get a right-handed power back. To get that kind of player,
we're going to give up an arm. We'll give up an arm.
I mean, Abel, I could see them giving up.
Gotta.
Are they really going to give up Ranger?
No,
I don't think that's going to happen now.
No, I think they're not going to give a Ranger because now I think they're worried if Luzardo is a guy they can trust in big games.
Well, I think you mentioned it on the air this week at one point. The control factor that you own with Lazaro makes him really a quality trade chip. But do you really think you're getting Nola back? And if you do, what version of him are we getting back? Is Nola tradable? Oh my! I never thought I would say that, but is Nola tradable?
Nah, no one's gonna want. Yeah, no one's gonna want to pay him that.
He's got 6 years left on that deal. 6. So it doesn't help that he's 1-6 with a ERA in the 6s and a WHIP in the 1.8 range.
Yeah. A lot of the contracts, though, even now, work out deals where a team picks up big chunks of the salary just to be able to move it on.
Not 6 years of it.
Tell me Mendoza doesn't look like Dewey Bristol from Ocean City.
I don't know who that is.
Andrew Bristol, the head coach of the Ocean City Red Raiders. I kind of feel it. Same mannerisms. Dewey, if you're out there, I mean, come on. It's not a bad guy to look like. Real like Mendoza.
Who's it, Sosa?
Sosa.
Bottom third, nothing. Not eventful yet.
So what? About a month ago, Otto Kemp and Buddy Kennedy. You think they were thinking to be on Sunday Night Baseball for the lead in the NL East?
Ooh. Doubtful.
The entire ESPN pregame show, by the way, picked the Thunder in tonight's NBA Finals.
Pacers just crush it right now.
You got to go out of your way to really pick a suit that bad.
Save! Look at
Gross
Sosa.
misappropriation of whatever he gets paid, which is like $100 million. Like, I don't understand why people have to say, you know what? I'm going to go out of my way to find.
I'd be afraid to sit down in an all-white suit.
Yeah.
To wear that all night.
I like a blue suit. Navy,
Power suit to go with the Navy.
blue suit.
The other thing is the tie.
Yeah, you gotta have a good tie.
Yeah, but it's 2025, man. So my day job, there's very few things that there's very few things that I push the envelope on.
Right.
Trying to get away with a tie. I find every excuse in the book. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, I got a jacket, I got a button-down shirt. I mean, do I really need the tie?
Well, button.
Yeah, come on.
How
I
often
like wearing a tie though.
do you watch the game and notice someone that you know in the crowd?
I'm gonna go with it happens. I think you always look for it intentionally, don't you? Don't you
Just
always
kinda
look behind you
scanning
like,
back
hey, do I
there.
see anybody?
I always feel like I never recognize anybody that I know.
Well, I find it happens more for some reason with the Phillies during a left-handed batter than a right.
Huh.
Because the Phillies dugout
More people,
is
sitting back
on the
there.
first base side, which usually isn't for most major league ballparks is not the case.
So usually I'll go on social media and a bunch of people will post like kind of where they're sitting. So then I kind of have an idea. Oh, maybe if they show that side, I'll see them.
So do you remember the kid during the World Series in 2008 who like would do like the fanatic hex with the
I was 8
the fingers? Yeah, you probably
I
would.
don't really remember
But
that
Gill
part.
remembers the little kid used to be on top of the dugout and would mimic what the fanatic would do and kind of put the voodoo on the other team. So here's the irony behind it, which a lot of people don't know behind the story. Kid, diehard Yankees fan. NBC says, we want to do a story on this kid during the World Series, this and that. So what his parents do, because the rest of the family is like, pretty big Phillies fans. They redecorate the entire room, all Phillies. Yeah, little craziness behind the scenes to please the masses. I won't name names.
Wow.
But he lives in Vineland.
That's a nugget.
It is a nugget. Went to Villanova.
Wow.
3-2.
Buddy with the walk. There you go, kid. Millville's own Buddy Kennedy.
Yo, bud.
Crowd loves
Damn,
Buddy.
I'm so mad at Kemp that went foul.
That was a chance. Game of inches.
We would have one of the legs.
Buddy even got his 19 back. Great kid, man. Covered him from the days when he was at Millville High School playing for the Thunderbolts. That was just pre-BFA. We started covering the high school games.
Rojas, little bunt.
It should in this spot for sure.
Absolutely.
Gets it down and
Get it
he
down? Oh,
manages to. Oh, God.
What happened there? That was a terrible
ball.
camera angle.
I
Yeah,
couldn't see.
thanks. Hey, the ump can.
I'm Cam. I mean, he just cannot
jeez.
get a bunt down.
Yeah, Nuggets, he haunts you in your dreams.
If he could consistently get the bunt down, he'd be playing every day.
He was hoping to play in the Atlantic League so he could steal first.
Come on, Rojas.
You got to do it again.
Yeah.
Shit, he got him.
Jesus, and he got him. Come on, man.
It's utter disaster.
Inexcusable.
Because Rojas couldn't get the bunt down.
Inexcusable.
He's out by
What are you looking at? You're out. Get off the field.
Rojas can't get the bunt down. Leads to something else stupid by Edmundo Sosa. I mean,
Dude, what the hell is he doing? It's literally a sacrifice situation, and he's taking a 15-foot bleeping lead. Inexcusable. Wow.
He wasn't even that far off the bag.
I guess he wasn't. But how the hell did he get caught?
He was not that far off the bag. He just got caught sleeping.
How?
He's
God.
he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
Not that he ever tag him. Who knows? But that's all predicated on him not being able to get
and now he'll ground in no double play.
No, you know what happens? You don't get the bunt down, then he ends up hitting a single.
Oh, God.
Because it's like, that always is what happens, right?
Yeah.
Catcher's literally laughing at him. It's terrible.
It's like, yeah, you couldn't get that bunt down, huh, Rojas?
Oh, boy.
Double.
Maybe one.
Yeah, Rojas safe, but I mean, that's just
pathetic.
Yeah. Not great baseball there. Not good fundamental baseball.
I mean, you legit know.
Well, now you almost have to have him steal here and give Turner a chance to get an RBI.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you lead off the inning at the top of the order.
It's like, yo, you couldn't get the bunt down. You got the guy picked off second. Can you at least get into scoring position here? Brutal. Although he's up against a lefty here.
He's swinging early and
first pitch swing. Man, oh, man.
.92 hits, leads the National League. Oh, come on, dude. You're on the air camera one.
Yo, let's go. I mean, come on.
That's awesome.
Clearly, they didn't go to the Rowan College of Sports Communication.
Did not. I've done camera probably 3 times.
I've done it a couple times just to kind of get the
I don't know if I'll ever do it again. It's not for me.
Not for the faint of heart.
It's not for me. I don't think I ever did camera for you, though.
No, you were always on the mic.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
We kind of felt that you brought more value. Nick is
probably not a good
play-by-play guy.
I did the main cam one time. First time ever.
Blue Rocks?
No.
Football.
ESPN Plus lacrosse.
Oh, Lord. That's a tough assignment. Well, I guess
First
you kind of go
ever.
wide. Just shoot it wide.
I don't think I did that bad. But
they never had you do it again.
No.
Maybe you read between the
There
lines.
goes Rojas.
I never asked
He's
him
in there.
again.
Yeah, that's not even close.
Rojas still second.
All right. As we said, got to steal the bag. Let's get an RBI here.
Got a chance for the
Double
bone.
clutch.
Yeah, it's almost like he didn't get a grip on the ball.
Dude, that's an unbelievable stolen base, by the way. He's flat-footed, standing 2 feet from the bag, and he just...
First movement, the lefty.
I mean, that's not even close.
Oh, my Lord.
Turner's 0 for 2.
Come on.
Starling Marte, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso.
Come on, man.
That's who's due up.
Awful.
Nobody does it like Sarah Lee.
Well, I feel like we've had a lot of blowouts here on the porch, Doug.
Well,
and today was so far been a little bit of the opposite.
Yeah, more of a sharp pitch.
Yep.
But there was one game where it was like freaking crushed 8-1, came all the way back, scored 7 runs, went
was that
extras.
The Brewers?
I think it was, and we lost in
extras.
extras.
It was the Brewers game, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, Luzardo has not been a good omen for us, but right now,
knock on wood.
Yeah, got the top of the order coming up here for the New York Metropolitans.
Got the NBA Finals starting in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
Pacers.
I hope you're right. I took the Thunder because that's just who I took before the series. I said Thunder in 6, 7. I don't feel confident in that pick.
Listen, small. I mean, both the teams are arguably small market, but the Pacers have not been relevant for.
Wow,
my lord, feels like since the 90s.
And it's crazy because they just win weirdly. Like they just win in weird ways.
Yeah, they're pesky. They play well as a team.
They're annoying.
They are.
That's what they are.
They never feel like they're truly out of it, and you're never comfortable even when you're ahead against them.
Nope.
I mean,
That's
come on.
Be fun. I mean,
TJ McConnell or Castaway.
Cooking.
TJ McConnell coming back.
Cooking.
See the interview with his dad?
Yes.
That was great.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Great. Him and his sister. How many families can say that? You got an NBA
and a WNBA. I mean, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
That's some serious DNA.
So Game 7 getting rolling in a couple minutes. Thunder 18-2 following a loss this season. 6-0 in the postseason.
That's impressive.
Our record's meant to be broken.
In a one-game winner-takes-all championship on the line, I think you got to shelve that. I mean, it's good for betting trends, but that to me is when I see a line like that, like, oh, that's a good bet.
Yep.
I'm immediately going against the grain, and I'll roll with the Pacers.
All right. I actually hope you're right. I'm rooting for the Pacers. Rooting for them. By the way, TJ McConnell, 2.3 steals per game right now in the finals.
Why not?
Are they doing the lineups again?
The lights are on in OKC.
They're
PA announcer. Mario Mani.
They're airing the lineups again.
Well, I said today I was watching the College World Series.
Yeah.
I said that felt bigger than the NBA Finals. Well, I got to imagine after what took place last night, everybody's.
Have you ever been to the have you ever been to Coastal Carolina's campus or field?
No.
It's one of the only campuses in the entire country that the baseball field is the centerpiece of the campus.
Huh.
Like even more so than their football field.
I was just in University of New Haven.
Bigger baseball program than football.
Well, they just came up against it. Oh, that's what's her name?
Chopper. Back to Luzardo. I was just at the University of New Haven. Got a tour of that little facility. Only 2 blue football fields in the country. Boise State, University of New Haven.
The Smurf turf.
Smurf turf.
And Pop Lloyd Stadium.
And Pop Lloyd Stadium. That is
blue.
In Division I.
Which I've heard a lot of good things about, actually. I've heard a lot of people saying they really, really like that.
The surface?
Yep. Multiple people have told me that that's their new favorite place to play.
Wow. That is a shot, though. It's like 350 to left field. Ooh. And it's 350 or something like that to right. But it has like a 30-foot like monster fence.
Yeah, because it's in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think I played a high school game there.
I played a men's softball league game. I was a pitcher. I got hit so hard with a liner coming back up the middle of my leg, I thought I got it amputated instantly. I leaned down, I rubbed my shin. You could feel the indentation of the ball.
Who's singing this national anthem?
I remember the Gornigies?
What's her name?
Kristen somebody. She's like a big time Broadway like star. She's been in some pretty decent movies.
Anyone remember when Fergie sang the national anthem at the All-Star game?
Yeah, the performance today at the College World Series, they highlighted that. That was pretty.
And
there it is, Kristen Chenoweth.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's had a couple movies.
I've seen her before.
Remember the Vacation movie? Not the original National Lampoons, but like the newer one where they go to.
I know what you're talking about. I never saw it.
She was a
Rojas collides over.
She was a supporting actress in this one. In that one,
it's hard to get someone to go to Oklahoma City, I imagine, to perform.
She's probably a local, I think, based on the cowboy boot thing.
Go down to Wildwood Beach tonight. You probably see plenty of people wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
Dude, heard it got evacuated the other night.
Really?
Yeah, when the
Wow.
storm came rolling
For the
through.
storm.
And they sent everybody back to their cars. They had to wait it out. Then they bring them back in when it was just raining. People were like soaked head to toe. And then the headliners that night, their sets got cut short.
I was at the the rest stop today on my way to Philly. I witnessed something I had never seen before.
Oh,
I heard you
great.
cue it up on the Fanatic, but
This
I didn't
is
hear the
great.
segment.
So I pulled into the Farley Plaza to get gas because I drove to Wildwood last night. So I was like, oh man, I forgot I need gas. So
Paid top dollar too.
went to the Farley Plaza, pulled in. First off, music was bumping at 7:30 in the morning. That guy had it rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Party music at 7:30 a.m. on the Farley Plaza.
Good for him.
So I pulled in, get my gas, and I'm kind of in a rush, and the guy's yelling, I knew that lady was going to do that. And I'm like, dude, what's going on here? I need my card. I got to go. And then I turn my head around, and sure enough, the lady's in front of me with the hose still attached. And
Pulled out?
Detached from the...
Oh, my Lord.
She had the gas hose still in her car.
Nice.
They're designed to do the breakaways. I didn't know that, but that is a thing. Like the
I did
pump
not
shuts
know.
off
Yeah.
instantly, and the thing is like meant to like not give much resistance.
So
Wow.
does she get fined or have to pay for that to be like? Is there something there?
I mean, maybe if they have cameras, I guess. How far do
If
you
they
think?
wanna
No, she
pursue
stopped.
it,
Oh, she stopped.
She stopped. She knew it. But like, that's what I was wondering. Like,
if she just kept going.
I think it's insurance is for, man. I think it's the gas station's insurance covers that.
Yeah. I'm sure it happens more often than we'd like think.
Well,
about
did you
it.
see the exchange? You're like, hey, man, I got somewhere I got to go. It's your problem.
no, the guy says, I knew that lady was going to do that. And then I was like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, come on, I got to go. And then I turned my head. I said, oh my God, that lady just drove off with the hose. And I was like, all right, I don't have time for the rest of this story. I got to go. And so I have no idea what happened from that point on. But that's a first to see.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a little 6-4 out on the play. That'll do it.
There you go.
I was explaining.
Schwarber, Bomer.
Can we get the Bomer Homer?
And
Bomer.
David Cone.
Oh. Man.
So apparently there was a gentleman in the Hamilton Mall parking lot who was emulating David Cone in the bullpen from a bunch of years ago. You ever hear that story?
What?
You ever hear the David Cone story?
No.
You got to look that up. This is a family program, so I don't
Oh,
really discuss it.
no.
There was a gentleman in the Hamilton Mall parking lot who did his best David Cone impersonation.
Telling ladies that he was David Cone.
I don't know if he was telling ladies anything. I think he had a thought in his head about.
Oh, no.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Well, you saw the pictures there, and that takes you back to remember when you only had basically the choice of like two color gloves. It was either like the tan or the black. Like I remember when the black glove first came out, Rawlings had like the woven the woven I guess it's like the checkered pattern. Yeah. I remember it was called the web. I think that's what they called it. They referred to it as the actual web.
The webbing of the mitt. Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, when we were kids, we used to have like a name of a player was autographed
that was it.
in your mitt.
Yeah, that was
Did
big.
you have that, Nuggets? Were you?
It was big.
Yeah, I think I did on one of my smaller gloves.
I had a
was
Roger
like-
Clemens. Mitt.
Oh,
Picture.
yeah.
Yeah, the pictures.
Mike
model.
Schmidt
On
mitt.
one of my little gloves,
Yeah.
yes, I did.
They'd have the
I
name
can't remember who it was though.
autographed in the middle of your
Yes.
glove.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it probably was like 8, 9 years old.
They don't do that anymore, though, right?
I don't think so. Ozzie Smith. I had the Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith
model.
was a popular one. Carlton Fisk.
Yeah, Carlton Fisk. Ken Griffey Jr. was a little bit later, but they were still doing that. I remember the outfielder mitt. That was a big model. Was the Griffey Jr.
Yeah, it was a Rawlings kind, and then they would have the name of the player autographed in the mitt.
Yeah.
I had a Roger Clemens.
Nice.
Yeah, now they're all just like models. It's like the OF.
These kids now too. It's funny that I had never had known the inches of my mitt,
Oh yeah, no.
and now they're all like, "Oh, I got a 9.5." I go,
Yeah.
I don't care what length your glove is, dude.
Infielder's glove, outfielder's
Yeah,
glove.
I'm saying I can visually see the difference between the inches. I don't need the inches to know which one goes
9,
where.
5, and 10 is like a T-baller size glove. Sometimes they like the infielders use them to like practice with, train, makes them keep their butts down closer to the ball. Outfielder's huge, 13 inches.
Yes, I still have mine. I think I have mine in my car right now. Both my
Wow.
my infielder and my outfielder.
We got
And the golf clubs.
had to clear my car out last night.
Nice.
We went down to Wildwood for the Diamond Beach races.
Wow.
And we had a Solamento, the big green egg.
Wow.
Shore bomb.
Ace
Wow.
is the place for the shore bomb.
Should have gone shore bomb over bone bomb.
Uh-oh, now I got to go
Bomer homer. Can we go
Wow.
back
back to back.
107 exit velo. A launch angle of 33.
42.
Meanwhile, last night he had a base hit on a ball that hit 94. Come on.
I'm getting the text. Do you have the family group chat?
Yeah, yeah.
Where you send while you're watching the Phillies game?
Yep.
I get the Schwarbaum text from mom.
Yeah?
From mom.
Mom.
From mom.
Strong text. This is Earnshaw. She a descendant of George Earnshaw? No, that would be your father's side.
Dad's side.
Yeah.
Oh, Bomer.
Get down.
Good. They're hitting the ball well. A lot of line drives tonight. All right.
Well, Schwarber, he had to warm up a little bit this June, but last couple of weeks he's been on it.
Whoa. Getting the ball over, huh?
Yeah.
If you're out there watching, do us a favor. Hit the repost, hit the like. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. We're what'd you have there? The George Brett.
Foxy.
That is a good one there,
Ooh,
Foxy.
George Brett. That's
the George
a good
Brett
one.
model.
Yeah.
Cal Ripken was another one.
Cal Ripken was another.
Cal Ripken.
classic.
Ozzie Smith was a good. Ryan Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg.
By the way, while that was going on, Castellanos.
Double?
Wow.
Wow.
Back
up 20.
He's now tied for the lead.
20
Tied
on the
for the
year.
lead.
It's amazing he's tied for the league and his OPS is that low. How is that possible?
Listen, like you said, he doesn't.
Nah,
like
he's
to walk.
3 behind Butler.
Stop it! Come on,
3 behind.
come on.
Just updated 20.
Did it update?
Yeah.
Of all
Big.
outfielders or the league?
Right field. Right fielders.
Really?
Doubles.
It's still impressive.
It's impressive that he has that many doubles and has the lowest OPS of all right fielders. That's what's impressive. How are you top 3 in doubles and have that low of a slugging and OPS?
Not a lot of homers.
Hey, let him
Yeah.
cook. Let Casty be Casty.
He's got 8 homers. It's impressively inept.
Oh
God,
God.
they gotta resign him.
He has less
They
homers
gotta-
than Max Kepler.
I just
Is that unbelievable?
Who?
Castellanos.
Oh, Castellanos.
Max Kepler plays like half the time and has more homers than
I was talking about Schwarber. They were showing a replay. They gotta resign him. Just has to happen.
I picked up a Schwarber, the Philly Standard 15 pack. It was a variety pack. Schwarber promotes yards.
Yards.
Yeah. 3 flavors: Philly Standard Lime, Philly Standard Punch,
Ooh.
Philly Standard Orange,
Are these sodas?
beer.
Yeah, I'm out.
I gotta try that.
So the lime was solid. Orange, very crushable. I did not get into the punch. The punch, however, had the baby
try the
blue and maroon color combination.
Yeah, I'm not like this Mandarin is it's very hazy tasting.
Yeah.
So it's like doesn't have that fruity taste to it. Like a lot of fruit beers, like this one's
This is solid, dude.
This is awesome.
a little heavy.
Oh, it
Watch
is.
yourself.
No doubt about
It's
that.
like an 8%er.
Yeah, we
I
don't
know.
need. Don't worry.
Right
Nick.
after you had the
Nobody's coming back. with the
amaretto
amaretto.
last
That
week.
got me. I didn't have anything to eat.
Actually, by the way, we were off last week,
2 weeks.
but July 19th. Put it on your calendars. On the Porch will be at Myers Lighthouse. We're taking the show
Let's go
on the road. So come watch the Phillies and Angels.
Mike
Mike
Trout.
Trout special. So if you're watching in the Millville area, come on out. We're going to Myers Lighthouse. Great spot, brewery in Ocean View. It's got a mini golf course, great outside. There's a patio, gazebo, cornhole. They have burgers. I mean, it's a great little brewery down there. So we're taking On the Porch on the road to Myers Lighthouse, July 19th for the Phillies and the Angels. I don't know what time that game is. I forget.
I think it's
4:05.
4:05 game, where Doug's favorite time.
Saturday, 4:05.
It is a 6 o'clock game.
Or 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Scrolling at
6:05 game.
6:05.
Yes. 6:05 on the Porch at Myers Lighthouse. So come out and watch the Phillies game there that night.
We should have a mini golf invitational before.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Go right
I'll
into
tell you
it.
what, we went to Myers Lighthouse last weekend. We were there.
Yeah.
That's why we had the weekend off last week. when we
Big
were
Bad
down
Wolf
in,
Burgers.
They had the Wolf Burgers, but they had the anniversary IPA, which I gave a 4.25 out of 5 on the Untapped scale. It was excellent. And by the way, I saw JJ Booth from Myers Lighthouse on Friday over at my buddy Karanji's in Northfield.
Well, we need Kemp here. Kemp is
Come
now
on.
first and second after the JT walk. And, of course, the Cassidy double because, that's what he does.
Who's got the best shot of hitting their sweat the bet? The 7.5 Ks?
What's Luzardo at?
I only need 7. I don't need 7.5. I need 7.
Was it 6.5?
Yeah, it was 7 plus. So
Oh, okay. So it's
7's
7 on the number.
7's a winner. I don't.
The Bomer Homer.
Homer. This Kemp, the Kemp thing, God, it looks so good, so close. No,
We were so close.
He hasn't homered yet,
Oh,
Kemp, so
two.
it could be coming.
Here comes
Hit
the
14
slider.
homers in the minors.
Luzardo got 3 Ks.
This is where you got to do
3?
something right here.
Oh, yeah. We got to
Yeah.
do better than that.
Finance major.
That's his LinkedIn profile. Oh, my God.
This is where you got to bust it in. You got 2 on.
It doesn't even look like him.
I got more connections than he does.
Come on.
I don't really use my LinkedIn very often.
Gotta get you on LinkedIn.
Oh, yeah,
Big
you got to get
I'm
on
on there.
LinkedIn.
Doug's a big
Yeah,
LinkedIn
big
guy.
LinkedIn. Oh, yeah. We should stream on the LinkedIn. We can.
Yeah.
That's a whole different audience.
I was going to say, I thought that was more for like professionals.
Yeah.
This is professional.
I mean,
In
You
a
know.
way.
in a way, we have different professions.
Yeah.
This is a passion project.
Come on, Kemp.
On Otto.
Get foul. Base foul.
That's an unbelievable story, though. He was like at some Division II school that I'd never heard of before in my
Undrafted.
life.
I still it
Undrafted. Made his way through the minors. It's awesome.
Little Chipotle over there. Hey there.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second.
Kemp has
Otto
his
Kemp.
Kemp has his breathing thing that he does all
Ooh.
the time.
Get through.
Base hit.
There it is. There's one base. Uh-oh.
There
You might get
goes
2.
Oh,
You might get 2.
Oh, we stayed 1.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. The
we got
Ribby.
1.
It's a Ribby.
Castellanos
Oh,
bumping it
Kemp.
home.
There you go.
Wow. Number 4 on the
2-0.
field, number 1 in my heart. as
Wow.
Dad says.
That ball smoked.
I don't know.
2-0 fighting.
It's like Eric Bruntlett 2.0, this kid.
I hope not. Gee,
He was a hero. He was a hero.
for
Bro-
one night.
Bruntlett was a
Awful.
homer.
He is terrible.
Bruntlett was he was like
Oh, that's
folklore in 08.
awesome.
Eric Bruntlett, a career 230 hitter, if that.
But for that 1 year,
The triple play.
He had the triple play. Yeah.
and he scored the
Other than
run.
that, he
And
did
he-
score the 1 run. He's a career 231 hitter.
Yeah.
With the 08 Phillies, he
I
hit.
think it makes him better than Rojas.
Out of your mind.
Sosa. Oh my God.
Oh, so
5
That ball's crushed.
He might get picked off.
By the way, that year Bruntlett hit 217, a blistering
Look at him.
217.
Look at the guy.
And in 09, he hit 171.
Patty, and he got cut. I'm sure that was the end of it. But
109.4.
Dude, 109.
Sosa
Sosa.
bringing the lumber. 430 foot. Oh my God. That's a violation.
What's that?
You wear a jersey of an injured player.
Wow. No injured guys?
That's a violation. You couldn't come up with something else?
Right, I'm gonna put someone here.
I don't think of it. Whose jersey was it?
Harper.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You can't wear a Harper
It's
jersey.
a violation. It's a you
Tell
could
me-
pick
tell
any
me
other.
This is a violation.
No way.
We
An
Mike and I have-
injured player, you can't wear the injured guy.
You
jersey?
couldn't come up with another T-shirt.
everyone
You go into the
knows-
closet.
All right. this is
I
a
have no
violation.
problem with that.
When I went to
And I'm not a jersey guy.
wore the Phillies
Horrible.
hat to Fenway. Tampa Bay Rays. Is that a violation?
Well, my
You're
initial
just going to watch the ball game.
my initial thought was yes, but Fenway Park is one of those cathedrals of baseball that's on like everybody's bucket list. Got to go there once. Doesn't matter who you root for. Doesn't matter who you play for. And I think the Boston fans actually kind of embrace that whole thing where they get it. But
So it's CVP right now. If you saw a guy,
Oh, no. buddy, what?
Texas Rangers, like
What? Yeah, no.
we're just in town for like the week.
No, but you know what I am seeing? For some reason, certain clubs, not all the clubs, behind third base, there's a huge contingency of away fans. Almost like every series.
It's probably like where they have like family members.
But
or
I'm
something.
talking like a couple hundred people. Like, okay, fine, it's families, but like, does everybody travel to Philly, Citizens Bank Park? Like,
Could
oh,
be
yeah,
like one of those things, like a Philly sports trips where they buy like a
True.
thing together.
That's a yeah, but they got to be able to somehow block that. But
Well, no, we do it all over the country. Philly fans.
Yeah, but
you know?
we're Philly. We're loyal. We're loyal.
They're not allowed to.
It's terrible. I
I
hate
think Rojas's career batting averages.
that. He's probably like 240. Probably.
Really?
Probably.
He's got to be high.
I bet
Well, his first year up here, he hit over 300.
he's 240. Because
Let's see,
he's had some
255.
oof. It's surprising.
Well, his first year, he was. really
Yeah,
good.
but he didn't have a lot of at bats.
302 he hit his first year.
Yeah.
With a 342 on base. Last year, 243.
Speaking of getting on base, this one.
That's amazing. Peterson's still in the game. 5 freaking runs. You don't take him out in the 4th inning.
Oh.
Then they're back to the top of the order. I don't know about this.
Where are they at tomorrow? Might be saying, hey, you just got to take one for the team here. Don't want to go to the bullpen too early.
How many pitches does he have?
He just said he threw. He's at 69.
They got the Braves tomorrow.
I feel like Trey Turner's on base has slowly started to dip. He was at like 3. Oh, what a.
And he says, okay, Mike. Oh, no. This guy.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Did you drop it?
How in the
He dropped it.
world?
No, he just got back.
How in the world is he
Lindor
thinking?
dropped it, yeah.
How in the world is he thinking he's going 3 there?
I think he thought it got through the outfield.
He's 6 feet away from him.
I don't.
I mean,
baseball
That's
IQ.
impossible. I mean, this guy.
Like I think he thought it got
This
out.
guy is an
He
idiot.
wasn't even looking.
Even if it was getting through, he think, what? Oh my
Safe.
God!
That oven mitt got in there for Rojas. Oh, he shouldn't have pumped.
I think Lindor was shocked. This isn't real, right? Well, just under 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Pacers Thunder tied at 16.
Caruso. Schwarbaum.
Oh man. Oh,
Oh God!
in the center field.
Oh, he threw.
Oh,
it
he
in
got hit in the head.
Oh, hit him.
in the face.
Oh
jeez.
boy. Here comes Marsh.
How about Marsh, man? He has been his on base percentage is 4th best on the team now.
Yeah, he's up over 260.
His on base percentage is almost 350.
And considering he didn't get a hit right in the month of April, that's insane.
Not one hit.
That's gotta be one of the most insane.
We have dueling injuries by the way.
Turnaround.
Yeah, we got injuries on both sides.
Halliburton's hurt too.
Oh no, that's lethal.
Oh no, it's the
non-contact.
calf.
Oh
It's the
no,
calf.
non-contact. Oh god, it's over. Pacers done. Oh no, it's the Achilles. It just popped. Oh, it's Achilles just popped. Oh god. Oh god. That happened to me. Did I tell you this? I know that feeling, man. It's awful.
Oh no.
It's awful. It's like someone took a baseball bat to the back of your leg. Oh god, it's done. And Tupac made it. He's back too. Oh god.
Big Tupac shirt there.
Yeah. So we're watching the Phillies game, but on the other TV, we just looked up. Halliburton just ruptures Achilles. So
That did not look
Wow.
good.
I don't have to worry about watching that game.
He had the calf injury coming into it too.
Oh, that was a rupture.
No, I know what I'm saying. Like before the game, like he's been dealing with a calf issue.
Yeah. So I would say
Not good.
it's over. So you don't have to worry about watching that game. They're not winning without Halliburton.
Jay Williams, it's his Achilles, no doubt. Horrible. This is bringing me right back to Katie in Toronto.
Awful. Yeah.
Oh,
And the worst part about that is if it is an Achilles and it's
That's next year too.
it's next year.
yeah. I mean, you're talking about it's June 22nd. I mean, training camp starts in September.
Yeah. You miss most.
Dude, the
of it.
NBA is pretty crazy. Think about this. The finals are today. The draft is on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The draft is Wednesday. So you're a team that's playing a game tonight
and
and
you
then
have to
have
draft
to
in
shift
3
your
days.
focus. By the way, Kevin Durant got traded today. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rockets.
for the 10th pick and a bunch of other stuff.
They're gonna
Jalen
reroute
Green.
Jalen Green. Yeah, they're probably gonna reroute him. Those are the reports. They're gonna reroute him somewhere else because of the contract.
5 fifth-round picks for Kevin
That's
Durant.
crazy.
Think about that. I mean, I'd give you it's 5 second-round picks. I say fifth-round
Yeah.
picks. 5 second-round picks for Kevin Durant. I mean, are you kidding me? I know he's not the Kevin Durant, but he's still
Kevin Durant.
pretty damn good to give up
Yeah.
5 second-round picks for Kevin Durant.
Oh God.
Oh, Hallie. That's brutal.
Brutal.
Oh, that's just so brutal for Halliburton.
Oh, I think what's worse. Oh God.
And you're like,
I mean, and they're playing this thing over and over again. It's like, come on, man.
game 7. It's like,
He's still down, by the way.
no,
No, this is a replay.
Mm.
they got him up.
Well, McConnell.
DJ McConnell, game 7 hero. Could you imagine?
Looks like Harper got a fresh cut. There he is.
There's Buzz. Couldn't mic him up, but they had to get him on the headset. God bless. Thank you. I just got to the mute button.
Barely. Oh, he made the broadcast anyway. 3/4 sleeves. Oh man.
they're showing Halliburton's dad too.
Yeah, he's a fan.
Uh-oh. Rojas on making the catch.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Harper is him trying to figure out physically what he's comfortable with or what he can do. That's just an omen.
This tendonitis in your wrist, I mean, there's not much you can do with that. Say low key here that we haven't really discussed is the fact that Luzardo's no runs.
Not enough strikeouts, though.
Not yet.
$73 pitches. Oh, man. He's going to have to get it going here.
What are the odds of T.J. McConnell not being a head coach when he's done playing at some point?
Ooh. Not being a head coach.
Not being a head coach?
Nah, he's going to be a coach.
Yeah, he hasn't made enough money, so he's definitely got to be a coach. I know that sounds crazy, but he's just a baseball or he's a basketball rat.
Yeah,
in a good way.
That's what I'm saying. What are the chances of him not being a head coach? I mean, I feel like he's the kind of guy that will be like off the court and head coach like within like 2 years.
He was the guy you're just like, yeah, into the bench, doesn't matter. I'm not playing. I don't care. I love this game. Want to be here.
He's going to be the Game 7 hero.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking about this is over. Yeah. Dude, he won them the game the other night. Yeah. There's a strikeout, by the way.
Boom.
4.
Boom.
4 Ks for Luzardo.
So we still need 2 bases from Kemp and a Boehmer homer, which we'll have a chance for the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Boehm's numbers against Peterson.
Yeah, you said 2 dingers?
I'm pretty sure he had the best numbers of anybody on the team against Boehm. It did against Peterson. It's courtesy of our buddy over at Phillies Tailgate, who might be the best Phillies follow out there. He is tremendous. Phillies Tailgate on it's at Phil's Tailgate is the Twitter handle.
He's awesome.
But he puts out every night the hitters against the starting pitcher, and the numbers are this for the Phillies hitters. Boehm 9 for 26 with 2 homers.
Oh.
Marsh 2 for 3 with 1 homer. Turner 4 for 22, Realmuto 3 for 21, Schwarber 2 for 21, Castellanos 6 for 15, Rojas 2 for 9,
make that 7.
Sosa 3 for 5, Kennedy 1 for 3, Stott 0 for 3, and Marchand 2 for 2. No Marchand tonight. Figure 2 for 2. Give him a shot. There's a strikeout.
No, there's 5 for Luzardo. How about Tom McCarthy and the Crocker getting 3 days off?
Yeah.
All national games. All national games this weekend.
Yeah, the Apple TV Plus thing. Now, I have Apple, so I'm not like,
have you watched Stick?
The fact that like I don't like Apple wants a game, fine, but it shouldn't be Friday night. You want to go out with your buddies and watch the game. Like we had to figure out whether or not places who carries the game or not.
Now, did you go to the place that they have it?
They did have it.
So not where I went to.
We called ahead.
We called ahead.
Nice. I didn't call ahead. I went blind.
Ooh, risky. Taking a chance.
But I didn't need to take a chance. I felt confident.
Confident. That's a chance.
Chance, but I felt very confident. But yeah, I mean, like Friday night, like bars are trying to have the game on. Like you got to find someone with Apple TV Plus. Like,
yeah, and I don't think Apple falls under that whole. What is it? The like NFL Sunday Ticket. Bars have to pay like a special rate to show the game, and then
they have to.
I think same thing even with like Xfinity. Some of the
like you can't be a bar owner and sign in with your own personal home Apple TV thing. You have to actually buy a bar plan, and they charge you by the occupancy. Right. So that's where some of these places kind of get where they're like, I'm not going to pay whatever it is just to put one Phillies game on every 3 months. Yeah. So now they happen to have it on where we were on Friday night. But that was one of the reasons why we go there all the time anyway, but that's one of the reasons why we picked to go to that particular spot, because we knew that they had the Phillies game on Apple the last time.
And they stayed open late for us, so we could watch the rest of the game.
They did stay open for us. But if we would have gone to another place that we were considering, they probably would not have had the Phillies game on. So on a Friday night when you're going to go out with some friends and watch the game, and the game's on Apple, that stinks.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Black Friday, that holiday.
Yeah, it's a great
I went
holiday.
to a place to go watch the holiday game, and they didn't have it on because it was on
Amazon Prime. Terrible.
Mm-hmm. They had the Egg Bowl on.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that's a foul.
Some good basketball right there. Said no.
All right, how about a Bomer Homer?
Let's do it.
Oh,
that was the pitch.
That was the one.
That was center cut.
Yeah,
That was prime beef right there. Oh, he's not getting that one again.
No, he's not.
Oh, man.
That was a meatball. No.
Lay off of that, kid.
Come on, Bohm.
Well, they're into the pen.
Is that Halliburton?
No.
What?
Oh! Foul. Down the line.
I mean, if somehow Halliburton puts his leg back together, that's going to supplant Willis Reed. We'll never see that video again. It'll just be Halliburton. There's no way he's coming back.
No, it popped. Definitely popped.
Oh, it was horrible to watch 5 times. Oh, and then you're going to show it again. Oh, come on.
Showing it.
Oh, no. Foul ball, foul ball, foul
And
ball.
he knew it right away, too.
Oh, God, yeah. It's horrible. Happened to me. I was my sons and the kids that I coached baseball forever. They're home for college.
Right.
Thanksgiving break. Coach Doug, you play backup QB, or would you play steady QB
Sound good.
for the Thanksgiving Turkey Bowl? Like, sure, go out there, grab some beer that Mike Gill would never drink. I was feeling good. I was like, turn back the clock. I was throwing like 30-yard passes on dimes. And of all things, I was on defense, counting 5 Mississippi, went in and did a little rush. And it felt like someone took a baseball bat across the back of my leg. I thought somebody hit me from behind. I turned around. I said, which one of you bleeping bleeps hit me from behind? They were doing 15 yards. I immediately knew. I'm like, oh, no. Ruptured Achilles. Had to have surgery. I was on the lam for 3 months.
Oh.
Not fun. So I have a titanium Achilles.
Yeah, that's always the concern at this age when you're just like doing a little backyard messing around of like, hey, I'm going to go out and play some.
Whoa. It's 5-0 and Cassidy's up.
Oh,
somebody smashed the live bet.
Smashed the live bet.
Here it comes. The Cassidy
Right
boat.
here.
The Cassidy homer. It's free money.
Ooh.
Oh, come on. Respect. Respect the 8.
Not a strike.
Respect the 8. Best in the MLB since April 26th.
Jeez. That's with losing 9 of 10.
That is eye-opening.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Surprised he didn't swing.
Look at a young James Harden over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Daryl Morey.
Young Daryl Morey.
Yeah. Westbrook.
Yeah.
Wow. Cassidy getting down the line.
I realize Cassie's the oldest of this group. You know that? Oh, well, other than Real Muto.
The elder statesman.
I was looking at that
Is
today.
this it? Is this the last year?
Something's got to give.
I mean, just go.
I just don't know how that. We keep going back to JT. Like, who else are you getting? I mean, he's obviously not going to pay him $23 million anymore. But I mean, how many other catchers are out there as strong as he is?
About 15 right now.
Stop it. Come on. Defensively, the way the guy calls the game, manages your pitching staff.
There's a lot of good catchers in baseball right now.
It's art form in itself.
There's a lot of good catchers.
There's a good young crop of catchers. The problem is 95% of them are under team control, so they're not coming to market.
That wasn't the question. I didn't say that they were
So
available.
other options.
Just said
there are no options.
I don't think he's a top 15 catcher anymore.
Well, he's not going to get paid like a top catcher anymore.
No.
The question is,
that wasn't the question. You said how many catchers are there that are better? And I said a lot. And then you said, come on. I said, I don't think he's a top 15 catcher anymore. There's a lot of good catchers. Now,
15.
are they
That's
available?
A statement.
Well, the kid from Seattle, Raleigh, is certainly right. He's got 31 homers.
Cal Raleigh?
Yeah, offensively. Offensively, for sure. Defensively?
Well, I mean,
eh.
you see Marshawn go in the game, he's throwing dudes out left and right. I mean, he throws just as well. In fact, he has a better pop time now than Realmuto does.
Siakam trying to rally the troops in Indy. Well, they're in Oklahoma, but trying to rally his Pacer teammates. Tie ball game, by the way. 11 and a half to go in the first half.
Not over.
I mean, it's game 7. McConnell's a competitor.
You see that movie Captain Phillips? Siakam has that look to the
Did you see the other night?
The pirate.
His eyes went to the back of his head.
What?
Yeah. There's like a whole social media.
Like he's an alien?
Yeah, like they were in the huddle and they caught like a photo of him, the eyes back of the head.
Wicked.
So it was nuts. It was crazy.
Wait a second. I'm noticing that me being a camping and an RV guy, do the Thunder have a Love's truck stop patch as their main? No, I'm seeing things. Can't be real.
Why not? Yeah, Love's Travel Stops the Country Store.
It's awesome. Have you ever been? I mean, you're not like you usually kind of
never even heard of the place.
Oh, it's awesome.
Got a little Apple TV Plus deal here.
Yeah. So you know how they pull that off? It's just an additional lens. So you can actually pull that off with a DSLR look. We even do it on some of our BFA productions. Put a DSLR lens on when the rest of the cameras are shooting video. Focuses on the player in the middle, and it gives it that like 4D kind of perspective. Yeah, so Gill, we're staying at we're going on a big camping excursion with the fifth wheel camper coming up the end of next week. And our first stop for a travel day. So like travel day, you try not to drive more than 5-6 hours. But Love's actually rents out places at some of their truck stops specific for RVs that you can park and sleep there overnight.
And where's that?
That's going to be in Virginia. Right on the interstate.
Yeah, I never heard of Love's.
Yeah, it's it's like a Wawa for trucking and RVing.
It's like a Cracker Barrel. You get a little breakfast there.
You can shower there.
Oh,
Like,
Buddy Kennedy with the stretch.
let's go, BK. Yeah, so this Love's thing, you can actually go on an app, and a lot of truckers do it because they can only be on the road for like 11 hours a day, I think is the law. So since they're always on the road, a lot of them will sleep in their truck. But in order to shower, do that kind of thing, make a reservation, you go. Private shower area, comes in, whole thing like self-cleans it. Totally wild.
85 pitches.
Well, he needs 2 more. 2 more Ks.
The sand's going to the hourglass here.
Oh.
2 outs.
86 pitches in the 6th.
Quality start. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna
Friday
do?
night, the whole thing with Wheeler, he threw 98 pitches, but he was only through what? 6? 5. And they took him out of the game.
So we're gonna go Romano, Strom, and Kerkering. What's gonna be the combo?
See, this is where you got a 5-run lead.
It's not a save situation. So
Try not. Yeah, I mean,
maybe you
they're
don't
off
use
tomorrow, but
Kerkering.
they're off tomorrow. Romano pitched last night. Yeah, Phillies are off tomorrow. I'm pretty
It's
sure
gonna
they're
be-
off tomorrow. Am I right about that?
Feels like a laser night.
Phillies.
Tell you what, it cooled off, thankfully.
It did. Well, this fan's helping out for sure.
Yeah.
Me, I won't have to go to the gym all week. I think I sweat off about 7 pounds.
Yeah,
Prepping for the show.
Juan Soto. Oh, McConnell. That's a swing. On the swing.
So if you had Soto's money and you wanted your jersey number, would you give a teammate an $80,000 Tahoe to get the number you wanted?
I mean,
That's what he did.
that seems kind of cheap.
Oh.
80 grand. I mean, for
Low
600,
ball.
600 million.
What would you have asked for? What kind of car would you have asked for?
I'm not a big car guy. I could care less.
Okay, so if anything, Soto comes in, he says, "Hey, Gill,
What do you want?
I want your number," and you're like, "Okay, you can have my number, but you got to give me."
Nothing.
I'm just not a materialistic person. I really could care less.
Well, figure it's somewhere
Couple
between.
bucks?
Figure it's 80 grand.
yeah, like, just
So-
give me 80 grand. I mean, I don't need something that you need to get me.
So are you getting? So Nugs, are you
Just
taking
show 'em how.
cash?
Just an hour.
Yeah, I can't watch it. It's terrible. I'm having PTSD. Being a guy who blew out his Achilles, I don't want to see that. So Nugs, what do you? Is that strikeout number 6? You got Soto. Oh
6.
yes.
How many?
So what are you taking, Nugs?
What? With the
Soto comes in. You got
What's
his
the number?
number. He's like, Nugs,
I want
I want your number.
150K
150. You're doubling up.
doubling it, and a car of my choice.
And a car.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's the highest paid ever. Almost $1 billion.
He could be your teammate, and you're bending him over.
Yeah.
I mean,
For the number? What that number means?
could maybe turn this whole thing into like a real man cave. Give me like a bunch of 85ers, maybe a movie screen.
Yeah. That's thinking outside the box. I want a man cave. I want
I
to.
just finished mine, by the way, pretty much.
Did
It's
you?
almost done.
Good for you, man.
Actually, that's what I would probably do is because we've talked about doing it before is getting a recording studio for podcasting video stuff off the in the backyard, like in its own soundproof area. We
So-
actually priced it all out, but currently Hang Loose Caboose makes a little bit more money than
On the porch.
on the porch. So, speaking of Hang Loose Caboose, Saturday we're going to be in Brigantine at the Farmers Market, 8 a.m. to noon. Stop by. So she is getting a studio to build more product. We are getting that done before the On the Porch studio.
Nice.
With good reason, because I think she's 5,000x over On the Porch.
Good for her. Good for her. So I think I would want a property. I'd want like a 2-bedroom condo
Oh, you want.
somewhere near spring training.
Okay.
Can use it quarter after or a year after year. Maybe
That
still.
might be more than.
I mean, yeah, if you want to get me like a little beach cottage or something, that's nothing. Like, I don't
Yeah,
need
but
like
it's not
some
more.
crazy big
No,
house.
I don't know. I'm
It's
just,
like $1 million
That's really
home.
what I'm asking.
yeah, but I'd still let them have equity in the property. Hey, why don't you buy us a condo?
You
You take
What
care
the
of
relationship deteriorates?
it doesn't matter. It's on paper, man.
You know,
It's
you
an investment.
Apple buying Harper.
It's an investment. It's an investment. It's an investment. You give me 51% ownership of the property. You still keep 49% equity, and I'll live there. And then whenever you want to sell it, I'll take 51%. You take 49. You get the jersey. At that point, it's practically for free because you made your money back. Like, I don't even remember the name of the guy that gave him the number.
I don't know. Who's 22?
No idea. Does he still play for them, you think?
What number is yours?
What number? Jersey number or number of like money number?
No. What jersey number is the one that you would want?
Oddly enough, when I was growing up, I was
Brett Beatty.
Brett Beatty. Oh, he's still on the team. I was a 12
He
guy.
was a pretty highly ranked prospect.
Yeah. I was a number 12 guy growing up on the baseball field.
Growing up.
What evolved was when I started coaching, my sons were kind of in that wheelhouse of Phillies World Series. That was kind of the time frame. So I switched my number to 55 because my son, who was a catcher, wore 51.
Dude, you're on the air, camera one. The hell, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad. My youngest son wore 51 because he was a catcher because of Chooch.
Okay.
So he was 51. My oldest son, big time second baseman, huge Brandon Phillips kid. So he wore 4. So I switched my number to 55 because it was 51 plus the 4. So my number was 55. Suarez. So I guess I'd go with 55, which probably would be available on most teams.
Yes. No money exchanging there. What about you? What number?
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. And that was before Falls. So I even have more of a reason to want that retired. Just saying. Number 9. I had no rhyme or reason. I just wanted. I liked the number.
My football number at Holy Spirit was 4.
Everyone liked 8. Everyone liked 7. I was 4 for a little bit too, but 9.
Single digit football player numbers that a violation in pro football?
Oh, like with wide receivers and stuff.
Like, yeah, you got like defensive linemen wearing like 0.
Don't mind it at all. Don't mind it at all.
Devontae, 6.
Gill, what number was you? What number?
21.
The Rocket.
Yep.
Pitcher guy.
21 in pretty much everything. I wore 29 in football 1 year.
Football. It's funny as I'm saying that, I never remembered that I wore 55 when I used to play linebacker for the Galloway Mustangs. So my first football number was 55. And then the last number I really wore on the field was 55. That's crazy.
I forgot McGill hasn't been pitching either for them.
Yeah, I saw he got dropped in our fantasy league.
Yeah, 21 I wore pretty much. In fact, I still wear 21. It's the one number that no kid is allowed to use. Well, I mean, we've been coaching long enough, our staff, that we kind of have our numbers. But well, it's funny because as the eras changed, the popular numbers changed. You had 27 was popular
Trout
for a little while there with Trout. Get 99s now for the Judge fans.
Yeah.
My nephew wears 99. He's 11. He's a Yankees fan, my nephew.
Ricky Vaughn.
Oh, off the end of the bat.
Sosa having a night. Turn back the clock.
There you go.
I should have gone 3 bases for Sosa. Would have crushed it already there, Nicky Nugs.
Yeah.
Still got a chance.
So
need a double. Need a double.
First on the porch under the lights now.
Yeah, lights come on. Picture looks good, actually.
Yeah, if you're out there, we got a big audience. Appreciate everybody watching. Let us know where you're watching the game tonight. Are you on your porch? Are you watching inside? I mean, it was a little warm out earlier, but now it's a great night to be out on the porch. Yeah, maybe a campground site. Where are you guys watching? Let us know in the comments section.
Sosa, 3 for 3. He needs the triple for the cycle. Will Sosa
Wow.
get the cycle?
So you should have tried to leg that one out there.
That's the hardest part, man. The triple.
Rolling up.
He's having PTSD.
Oh, Marsh is up there pinch hitting.
Oh.
Back.
Oh, God.
Played him perfectly. Oh, you got the runner over.
I throw.
Got the runner over.
Productive.
Got no problem with that. Good job by Sosa taking right off on the pitch.
Rojas.
Oh, who was he hitting for?
What's it for Kennedy?
Yeah, buddy. Right?
So they're going to move
Yeah.
Kemp
Oh, they're gonna
over
move
to
Kemp
first.
back to first. That's an interesting move. I figured he was hitting for Rojas.
So did I. But with 2 outs, is there anybody else that you want up?
Kepler could have came up here, I guess. But Marsh is just not very good in center field.
Oh, God. The polar bear doing a little dance. OKC now, 5-point lead, 6.5 to go in the first half.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, man.
What's up, man? What's up? 5-0 still, bottom 6, 2 outs, runner up. Johan Rojas at the dish.
You see that promo behind the batter? Power beats Pro 2.
Got Mickey
LeBron.
Tacoma, Washington State.
Really?
chiming in.
Go Washington. Let's go. Mariners fan?
Mickey.
Appreciate that, Mickey.
Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah, man.
They've been out to Washington State.
Tacoma Rainiers, the AAA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners.
I'd like to get out there sometime.
Beautiful place out there. Haven't been. Seen pictures, seen videos.
You ever hear the Walla Walla Sweets? Washington State.
No.
Walla Walla Sweets.
Yeah.
Macau.
Walla.
I've heard of Walla Walla. I just not sure what you're referencing.
Baseball team. A lot of college players are in the summer team.
You ever been to Newport, Rhode Island for the Newport Gulls,
Yo,
No,
the Sunset League?
no,
that's
They
a
have,
legit league, man.
Yeah, it's
Old school.
Cardine Stadium, which is one of the oldest operational stadiums in America, older than Fenway and Wrigley. I've been there twice. Watched the game there.
nice.
The
Man.
Newport Gulls. It's like a collegiate summer league,
Right.
wooden
yeah,
bat.
it's a Walla
They're
Walla.
letting Casty have it. Come on, man. We don't have the sound
Awesome
on.
stadium though. The 2 dugouts are on the same baseline.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
Why? What's it called?
Cardine Stadium.
It's called There's
Newport,
a Shocker.
Rhode Island.
Rojas popped up.
So coming up this week, July 19th, everybody, we're going to give you a little insight on where you guys can come out and join on the porch. July 19th, Phillies, Angels. Take a look.
What's up, everybody? Mike Gill on the porch is coming to Myers Lighthouse. Yeah, July 19th. It's a Saturday game. It's Phillies Angels, and we're going to be right here at Myers Lighthouse in Ocean View. See, Myers Lighthouse Brewery. We're here today for the anniversary, drinking a little anniversary hazy IPA for the 1-year anniversary of Myers Lighthouse. And yes, On the Porch is coming to Myers Lighthouse on Saturday, July 19th. Come out, watch the Phillies game with us right here. And if you take a look outside here, you'll see the patio, gazebo, pavilion with the Phillies game on. The On the Porch crew will be out here with some great, awesome Myers Lighthouse beer. Saturday, July 19th, right here at Myers Lighthouse in Ocean View. We'll see you here. What's up, everybody? Mike Gill on the Porch is coming to Myers Lighthouse. Yeah, July 19th. It's a Saturday game. It's Phillies Angels, and we're going to be right here at Myers Lighthouse in Ocean View. See, Myers Lighthouse Brewery. We're here today for the anniversary, drinking a little anniversary hazy IPA for the 1-year anniversary of Myers Lighthouse. And yes, On the Porch is coming to Myers Lighthouse on Saturday, July 19th. Come out, watch the Phillies game with us right here. And if you take a look outside here, you'll see the patio, gazebo, pavilion with the Phillies game on. The On the Porch crew will be out here with some great, awesome Myers Lighthouse beer. Saturday, July 19th, right here at Myers Lighthouse in Ocean View. We'll see you here.
So there you go, everybody. Myers Lighthouse, July 19th. Stop out. There's a little view of the outdoor patio pavilion. We'll be there all set up, watching the game, having some Myers Lighthouse brews. Saturday, July 19th. It's a 6 o'clock start against the Angels. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Shout out to Mickey Delaney from Old Tacoma, Washington. Hit us up on Facebook, too.
By the way, Foxy, watching at home on the couch, got the Bills, the Porch, playing the show.
Oh, a little show. Man, that's a lot of
really
multitasking.
multitasking, man.
Is that the new
Foxy.
one? Now, Foxy, I got to know, is that the new one?
Foxy, you got to join us at Myers, by the way. July 19th, Foxy. The new show?
Yeah, the new one. The show with Adley on the cover, Ellie's on the cover, all the young players. I got to know, what cover?
Well, by the way, Luzardo back out there. 95 pitches, probably his last inning. How many strikeouts he had?
He's got 6.
we're sweating it.
Sweat the bet. Could end right here.
We need it.
95. This would be his last inning.
Oh, that's not a good start. Not a good start.
2-2.
And he's got the NBA on. He just chimed in. That's a setup.
Man,
Setup.
Foxy can handle a lot of things going at one time.
Right. Tablets, the laptops.
Totally.
I will. Top 7, 5-0 Phils.
Luzardo has, might be a spoiler alert.
97 pitches.
Might be a spoiler alert, boys.
Oh,
There's 7. Let's go.
Sweat it. I'll put that back up.
Check.
Sweat the bet.
Check.
That's one.
That was one that was almost out of reach because he was running out of bullets.
One. Jeez.
All right, so we need a double by Kemp minimum and a Bomer homer.
He didn't get the second at all that inning, Kemp.
He did not.
All right, Otto, Octavius.
Well, he's still in the game.
Yep. Could be his last inning, I would imagine. Oh.
Oh.
Boom, we're laying out. Couldn't get there.
Imagine if he would have had the mic on still.
Yeah. Foxy letting us know where you guys watching On the Porch tonight.
Oh, the porch.
Big audience tonight on this Sunday night baseball special edition. Plus, we have the NBA Finals as well going on. Game 7. TJ McConnell, bang! We're all tied up with a McConnell jumper. My man Caleb Cotham.
Under 4 to go in the first half. 40-40.
Oh, it's a block.
McConnell.
Dude, McConnell is
4
just not
points.
going to let this team lose. He will leave it all out there. 3.
Oh, brick.
Clank.
There's a
My God.
brick right there.
By the way, Scott Miller, who I think I've had on the show a handful of times, passed away. He was a writer for CBS Sports. He's got a great book that he wrote within the last couple of years. It's about how managers have changed and the role of the manager has changed in baseball. It's a really insightful book about how the front office has become a lot more involved and stuff like that. But when I saw that news, a young guy, I had him on the show a bunch of times. But we talk a lot about the manager's role. A lot of people always, want to blame Topper I always say, to me, I don't blame Topper or give him a lot of praise. He's kind of insignificant. The managers, sadly, are kind of insignificant in today's baseball. But what I do give Topper credit for, I think, is he sets a great culture. You know, the clubhouse, they love him. They play hard for him. There's never drama. This whole Castellanos thing notwithstanding here. It's the first time we've ever heard something like, and I think it's kind of gone away.
Well, I think if you think about the trends where there's such a platform, mental health, mental wellness, things that go along about it, there's a big psyche in the game. And I mean, listen, we see it from the youth at this point.
Block,
right? Like just the way that they're taught the game, the way they play the game, the way that they kind of play this whole perceived pressure, what's real pressure, what's not. And I do. I mean, I think the psychology of the game is where these managers really got to balance things out.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I totally get that the manager calls, hey, I want to bunt here, or, you know, but that's really the philosophy of the team is like, hey, we're going to be a team that bunts in these situations or bunts in these situations or don't bunt in these situations. I even think those are things that are kind of analytically put out there. You know, I think they make decisions. Hey, in the 6th inning, if a right-handed pitcher comes in and you got your lefties, hit for them. I think those are things that he doesn't really per se, this is my way or the highway. I think that's an organizational philosophy of.
Yeah, there's a lot of prescriptions. Very like, if this happens, then we would prescribe do X. Now, he still has the choice, but.
Choice of what?
If he wants to stick with the prescription wholeheartedly, or does he kind of.
I don't know about it. Well, I mean,
if he goes off, then he's got to answer for it.
You know, we had David Sampson on our show, who was the president of the Marlins when they won the World Series. And he famously was on our show and explained it is mapped out to if Wheeler throws 95 pitches in the 5th inning and we don't want him to go more than 95, which pitcher is going to pitch the 5th? Which one will be the one who pitches the 6th? That is all mapped out before the game has started. And if the manager doesn't follow it, there will be a conversation as to why you did not do what we asked you to do.
And I think that's part of the psyche, though, too, right? Everybody, if they know in advance what their role is going to be, it just helps with the preparation. It takes the drama out of thinking, why didn't he go to me? Why didn't I get the ball? Blah, blah, blah. Why did he go with this guy? Oh, no, here's the plan.
We got a call to the pen here. Luzardo with 107.
Who's coming in? I got my Jerry Tarkanian towel.
So Luzardo back tonight. Good to see.
Yeah.
6 2/3 from him. No runs.
Quality start. Get it. More importantly, 7 Ks. Bang. Hey, I wonder if DK is going to offer me a buyout. One leg? Probably not, right?
Bang.
Bye-bye.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
We got a ball game.
We do.
Final stuff. Let me tell you. (43-42) Indiana. Minute 20 left in the second.
By the way, if the Pacers win this game with no Halliburton, they were minus 750 Oklahoma City at the start of this series to win this series.
Well, I got breaking news for you. I put in a $25 same game parlay. So the odds with the boost were plus 7,500. They're offering me a cash out on my $25 bet. $2.46. I'm not really sure the math behind that, but is that supposed to make me feel like a winner?
Yeah, you got one right.
Well, I need one of these other bets to come in here.
Yeah.
We need a Kemp, like a double from Kemp.
Juan Samuel.
Hal Lazard is shut out. 6 2/3. He looks pissed. Great guy. Great interview that he was on the Phillies podcast with Zalecki.
Romano in the 7th here.
Easy to root for a kid like Luzardo. Just going to put it out there. Wow. Pacers have taken the lead under a minute to go in the first half.
Dude, McConnell, I don't think's left the game.
You play all.
No doubt. No doubt he's going the rest of the way. And the foul. Hartenstein's beast. Romano.
Is that really what you want to see? Is him flailing his arm? It's like, should be loose there, pal.
He's just a quirky dude. He's got all sorts of OCDs.
We're talking about numbers you'd pay for. 68, probably not a lot of need to get an offer on that one.
No need offer for 68.
The big Romano guy when he was in Toronto, though, he was really good.
So if you go around the Phillies, how many numbers are actually ones you would have to probably play? Let's make a deal for us. You got Real Muto behind the plate, 10.
Backed up on that, jeez.
So 10, is that a number?
I mean, if it's not 21, I really don't want it.
28? Boom.
Yeah.
Chances of somebody saying, oh, yeah, that's my number. Big time player. How many big 28s are there in the league? Any stick out?
Number 28?
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad running back.
How about 7? Got to be more than a few 7s.
Yeah, Trey Turner.
Baseball is a 7 number. Like football, definitely 7. Baseball, 7? Eh.
I don't know. There you go. 45-45. 24 seconds left. Wow.
Check this shit. 20. We're looking at what, 28?
Well, yeah, Boehmer's 28, so I would think.
Not nearly as on the jersey numbers as I used to be.
Yeah. There's a Halliburton's dad we're watching on the other monitor outside the locker room.
Arenado.
Oh, Nolan Arenado. Okay, yeah.
Javier Baez. Alec Bohm. Christian Campbell.
Campbell's in the minors.
Just saw him in Boston.
Arenado is a name.
Matt Olson.
Matt Olson.
Sam.
Do you know who?
Well, it's decent 28s on there. Nolan Arenado could be a guy that potentially could end up somehow on our team, but if he does, I guess Bohm wouldn't be on it anymore. Is that fair?
Do you know who has the longest current consecutive game streak going?
Well, was Casty.
No, he was third.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Longest.
There's a guy right now who has over 700 consecutive games.
It's George Springer?
No. 48-47 halftime.
700 consecutive games.
I think it was like 781, maybe. I heard this. And there's another guy. So Cassie was third.
I would say Nolan Arenado would be up there. I know we just said his name, but he is a guy I feel like that would potentially be up there.
It's actually 600. Well, I don't know when this was, but
well, there's some big time players that have missed a lot of games. How about Bregman?
No, he's out. He's hurt.
He's out.
he's been out for a couple weeks, which is the whole basis of one of the bases of the Devers thing.
I'm just thinking of the.
Yeah. I don't know. There's Frankie Two Scoops.
Yeah. He'd have to play 12 and a half more seasons without taking a day off, this guy, to get Ripken's record. And he would be 43 years old at that time.
Jeez.
Yep.
How old is he now? I love that stuff.
Sure.
Jeez. Zoo.
He is 31.
600 and some games, you said?
He's 30.
It was 620, I think.
So that has to be close to like 4 or 5 years in a row. Not missing a game.
I would never guess this guy. That's how
But we said a bunch of names, so somebody must have stuck out to you to make you say, like, hey, who is this guy?
31. Infielder, outfielder.
So we said Arenado wasn't one.
Infielder.
Infield.
Whoa, who were the number 28s again? It was Olsen, Arenado, boom. Austin Wells is not. Olsen took over for Freddie Freeman. That was like
Matt Olson, Tommy Pham.
Pham, definitely not. He was like a kind of part-time player. Olsen's been in the league for like 5 years now, so I don't think he's been. I don't know if he's ever missed.
31 years of age.
Who is?
This player.
Oh, I don't know. Of the list that we talked about, I think Olsen's been the starter since Freddie Freeman left the Braves.
What'd you say?
I did not answer the question.
Campbell's not it. I think you said he's back in the minors.
Campbell's like 23 years old.
Yeah.
31.
It'd be hard for a rookie to have the consecutive.
Gill popped up. I'm gonna go. I
31.
think Olsen's the only name on there other than Arenado. If it wasn't Arenado, so I'm gonna go with him.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, you know what? And the other thing is still about trivia.
We don't ripped.
We don't have a FanDuel Stump the Fans because it's friggin' on at ESPN. It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing. The answer is Matt Olson.
It is Matt Olson.
Yes. Yeah. He is the active leader with over 600 games played consecutively.
Yeah, and like I said, I only sniffed it out because I was like, something we said
Yeah.
sparked.
Which shows you how insignificant that actual thing is.
He's on my fantasy team. Not doing well this year in the grand scheme of things.
I would say
laser.
The Schwarber shot.
I will say in Castellanos' defense, because I think it's weak sauce that if he got removed from the game, if he was unhappy about it, because he's not a great defensive player.
That he lost his streak as a result.
But
he did.
No, I don't care about the streak. But what I would say is, why on a random Monday night did they just decide tonight's the night we're going to remove you for defense? So while I think he should have understood it,
maybe it wasn't explained ahead of time.
That's what I'm saying. Why I understood the move is the right baseball move, but why on a random Monday night in Miami is like, you know what? Tonight's the night we're going to take you out defensively, and it's like, wait,
There's no
rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Like, why tonight? Like
a center cut fastball, and we need the Bomer homer, and he freaking takes it. Yeah, to me, I almost feel like, is this Topper trying to like motivate Casty to like know that he could kind of get under
playing
him?
well. I mean, last night I know the thing in right field, but he's been playing well since then.
Oh God, it's gonna.
96.
We're screwed.
Inside.
He's down 0-2. We're done.
I heard somebody was listening to a podcast. It was about like we were talking about earlier about the sports bubble, in all the streaming services and the casual fan. They were saying basically like,
How do you miss
First Take, Stephen A. Smith. The average audience of that show is only about 500,000, something to that effect. And the guy says, the casual sports fan, who's just kind of like whatever, like we must be watching this show thinking, how is this guy yelling and screaming so angrily at things that like has no bearing towards his like.
Listen, dude, I met Stephen A. when he was a beat writer for the Inquirer covering the Sixers, however long ago that was. Most calm, laid back, nicest guy. Gave me 10 minutes of his time.
I've met him a handful of times, and he seems like
So
nice.
it's like, how
guy.
much is it an act?
Well, yeah, but it's like, how can you scream and yell and be angry at things that have no like bearing on your like
on anything?
On anything. It's
so
like,
I've thought a lot about that. If you think of the market, he grew up, like in Philly, making, cutting his teeth, understanding the media. I mean, wasn't that how Howard Eskin made like a living? Just like yelling, angry, random stuff.
he wasn't like a yeller and a screamer.
Oh, come on, man. People would call and he would light them up like unmercifully for no reason. Calling them a dope.
Yeah, I mean, he did that kind of stuff. But it wasn't like this like yelling and just like but Howard different though. You're talking about the teams that you care about. He's talking about two teams that have no bearing on anything to him.
Yeah, but he's just applying that map.
Right, I'm saying he's very it's
that's what I think. I mean,
very performative.
Yeah, but I just think
that's what the guy's point was. Like
his
the
Philly
casual
roots.
Sports fans got to be watching this, thinking like, why is this guy so angry about two teams that he has no ties to?
The Indiana Pacers.
You can't really be that angry about the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the Miami Heat.
Oh no! There's our last shot of the Boomer homer. Oh, it's sack.
Soto.
Sack fly.
Got to run though.
Bohm always finds a way to get the ribby. He always scratches out a little rib. Productive out.
It's really going to hurt our chances now to cash in on this.
Yeah. Well,
if Kemp comes in, Gill, how are you going to feel about that?
Move on to the next one.
My
Bet 365 play of the day is about 60 games over 500. I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Do you think you have more clarity because you don't always play them to like take the emotion out of it for you? To give you clarity to make the call? Because like I've heard that a lot. Like some guys are like, when you're actually thinking like, hey, I'm going to put money down on this thing, it kind of can impact the way that you're thinking. But if you're just looking at this straight up and be like, hey, man, I want your pick, and then you give me a pick that I'm trying to find value in, you don't have to worry about it because you're not really.
One of our listeners, he plays it all the time. So
what's he up? He's got to be up like
I'm over
a couple hundred units.
I would say I'm over 60 games over 500. So
dude, that's a huge winning record.
It's a great record
in gambling.
Yeah,
I should have a new house.
Casty, another double, baby.
6-0. Casty comes.
Here he goes, another ribby. Oh no! All right,
he gets another ribby. There you go. We're partying tonight on Broad Street. At 60 games over 500. I think the record, I don't know what the game was Friday night, if I hit that or not. I haven't looked yet. Let me look. 60 games over 500. It's like 184 and 122.
Wow. It's a great record. Look at Dusty waving him.
And I hit the game on Friday night. Seattle Storm against the Vegas Aces.
Strong.
JT.
Yeah.
Real Muto.
We could. Oh, man.
So every game in this series going to be a blowout?
Well, the Phillies bullpen still has to get
true. Shouldn't
6 out. This kid pitching looks like he belongs in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League.
I want to thank you for the Jerry Tarkanian starter kit that you gave me tonight.
Unnecessary. I don't need it.
It's helped me keep cool, though.
I've been cool. Yeah, this kid pitching.
Oof. Good pitch.
How tall is this kid? Like 5'9"?
He's not a
Zuber. Look at how disheveled Castellanos looks with his uniform.
Casty has the Aaron Rodgers jersey going. The like short sleeves.
5'11". is what he's listed as.
Zuber.
Oh,
Tough one to lay off there,
That's a
JT.
50-50.
95. You're not seeing that in the South Jersey, South Shore Baseball League.
No.
You get a couple guys pumping 90s, though, right?
Yeah, there are. Sometimes you get a couple of recent college grads that still are looking to stay sharp,
Checking
maybe
out.
find their way in an indie ball. They can bring it.
Mhm.
Saw St. Augustine alum
I
Rob.
was looking more because he's just so small.
Yeah,
He
no.
just looks like a small guy.
Yeah.
He throws hard. I mean, he throws 95. Just look at this play to win
Look
the
at
game.
Caste, Gold Glover.
You just see it in his head going, "They take me out of the game."
You know, listen, and this is where you got to give Topper credit. Do you kind of feel like, hey, it was
Oh,
one person? Oh, there it is.
Oh, warning track. Not even the warning track.
Ah,
Damn.
come on, Zuber.
We were so close.
He just missed it.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah. I do think there could be an outside chance, by the way, that Bohm gets another at bat.
It's a possibility.
He could.
And then Nugs, that's going to put you in a very bad spot.
Yeah.
Very bad spot. Down the stretch they come.
Threw up a little behind the scenes picture
Just
on the
reposted that.
at Mike Gill show. If you want to see a little behind the scenes of on the porch, the 2 TV setup, kind of the camera setup, how we have everything going. Thanks to everybody watching tonight. We have a pretty big audience tonight for the Sunday night game. You're out there watching.
It's cool to be able to watch it on X, though, too. Like a lot of people, we say that all the time, especially phone friendly.
Well, I think a majority of our viewers, for whatever reason, it is kind of
it's cool.
We're trying to figure out why more people happen to watch on X than they do on YouTube. But I would recommend going to the YouTube channel and subscribing to Mike Gill Show on YouTube or BFA Sports on YouTube. You can watch on YouTube, and this way, it's a lot easier to comment in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. There's all the social media channels, but we've been getting a lot of people watching on the X platform.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, you can keep the window open. So if you're on your phone or kind of watching the game, you can still listen from the audio standpoint, which is really cool. It doesn't shut you off like some of the other platforms that are out there if you flip away from their page. We really appreciate the support. We're excited about going to Myers Lighthouse.
Myers is going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're watching and you're intently watching, you're really focused in on us. And, I get it. A lot of people might have us on in the background, the game's going on, but try to let us know where you're watching the game. Where do you watch Sunday Night Baseball? We're just sitting out on the porch as we do. Now, let's see what next week brings to you're away next week.
Yeah, I might be joining remotely from Nashville.
Wow.
Excited.
Nashville.
Excited for that camping trip.
Next week, you have a 4:00 Phillies Pirates game or a Sunday Phillies Pirates game. They're both at P. No, wait, that's the wrong. That's June 7th. I was going to say they already played at PNC Park. On the 28th, on Saturday, they play the Atlanta Braves on the road. And on Sunday, they play the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta. That's a 1:35 start. So likely, if we're back on the porch, it would be on a Sunday show. Now, the radio show this week, Sports Bash, will be at Tuckahoe Inn on Thursday. We will have the replica Lombardi trophy for the people who want to come out, get their picture taken with that. And on Friday, we will be at Ventnor Social.
I'll be there with you.
Yes, Nuggets will be out at Ventnor Social.
Spot.
Hopefully, we are able to go outside up on the rooftop deck there.
That'd be awesome.
Is a really good spot. And then Saturday, don't forget, we are at the Brigantine Farmers Market with Hang Loose Caboose. Here's all the details for that. It's Saturday from 8 to noon. We will be there with all of, see the flip-flops up in the corner. We've got all sorts of beach-made, homemade beach decor, which is being made as we speak right now. That'll be Saturday. So
And as predicted, Laser in relief.
Max Lazar.
Lazar. Sorry, Laser. I'm always
Laser.
joke about the fact that he doesn't throw
He's got a
lasers.
laser of an
He
arm.
doesn't throw lasers.
96.
There's another
Turner.
missile.
Bare hand.
Oh,
And you
Oh,
want
he
that.
got him.
You want him to play left center field.
I do want him to play center field.
wow.
Hell of a play right there.
That was a great play.
Yeah,
Got to
was-
give credit where credit's due.
That was a
Anything
big
he
play.
saved? I don't know if Turner makes that last year. Makes that
Somewhere
play.
Bobby
Oh, he's
Dick-
out.
Bobby Dickerson happy to see that.
Look at Kemp making the stretch.
He had Bohm at first base. He's out by a couple steps. There's 3 extra inches. Actually, Bohm's 6'5". Kemp's probably 5'11". So it's like 6-7 extra inches.
6'7". Lazar.
Lazar picked up from
The trash heap.
no, I was trying to think of that team in the Tri-County League.
Cape May Whalers.
No, they're in the South Shore League. One of those like Vineland teams that has like a sponsor.
That's a Tri-County League.
That's what I said.
Cartons Riggins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Cartons Riggins.
Cartons.
Yeah, they're the crane rental company.
Lazar picked up from Cartons.
Cartons Riggins. Somewhere Coach John Triantos is smiling. He appreciates that. He'll probably clip that, put it out there. See, look, man,
I was cracking up the one year in the All-Star game. They had like, cartons or something written on their jerseys.
yeah. Joe's Auto Body.
Is it a violation to have the team name as the actual sponsor?
Oh,
No, if you're trying to get people to give you money to sponsor
Wow.
your team, oh boy, that's
that's gone.
Yeah, but there's other ways you could do it. You can go, instead of the name on the back, you go sponsor name in that spot. You go logo on the arm. You can't have the team name.
yeah. No, I think you do.
What's the dollar amount for that?
I don't care. $1,000.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, it is. $1,000.
Nah.
Come on,
You
dude.
can do a GoFundMe on Facebook and collect that
More than that.
before you come up with the name of the business as the team name.
They asked me to sponsor my son Drew started playing in the NABA League, South Jersey NABA, to kind of come back. He plays for the South Jersey Rays, and he's like, "Hey, I think BFA will sponsor this league." I'm like, "I've never heard of that."
What is
league.
this league?
It's like a men's league.
Where'd
on,
he
like,
find it?
Sundays?
Just on-
It's been around. It's been around for a
Sunday
while.
Men's League?
Yeah. So,
Like over what?
oh no, it's 18 and up, but
Castay.
There
they
you
have a
go.
cast of characters. So he's catching. Team he's playing for, some of the guys I've known for a while, they have no pitching. And I'm like, if you don't have any pitching, and he's a catcher, I'm like, he's like, yeah, we don't have any pitching. So
What is it called?
it's a South Jersey, it's a NABA, NABA league. It's a pretty well-known actual league. It's been around for quite some time.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, so he's in this league. They have no pitching. He was a catcher at St. Augustine. So all these guys are starting to get out of college now and kind of move on. So his buddy, Rob Reddy, just graduated from Charleston, University of, UNC Charleston. So he comes out. Their team was struggling. He mowed down 12 guys today, gave up 2 earned runs, and they got the W.
Looks, I mean,
Kudos to
website's pretty like legit. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, no, dude.
So who's in this league?
It's a solid league. It's established teams from South Jersey. One of the teams, Angels. Why am I drawing a blank? Joey Rodriguez, his son had passed. He coaches a team. in
Yeah,
honor
the
of his
Aiden's
son.
Angels.
Aiden's Angels. They're really good. they have a deep roster. Some guys that had been drafted, played in the league.
So is this a competitor to like the South Shore League or
It's not a competitor. It's very different. Where South Shore's probably like more college age type of kids, high school and up. These are guys that have gotten out of high school, gotten out of college, some ex-pro guys. But you see some.
So would you say this is more competitive? You're saying your Suns team has no pitching.
They don't have pitching, yeah, but
So
they can hit. They can hit. That's the thing. But I have seen some very competitive games in that league. So it's very. The reason I bring that up is because when you say, hey, from a sponsor standpoint, is there value in it? I think the difference between the South Jersey South Shore League, but South Jersey South Shore League, the games are streamed. Joe Bunning is a business owner, sponsors a thing, he promotes it, he puts it out there. So there's value for a business owner to sponsor, promote it. If you have another league where there's only 50 people that show up, then probably you don't put Gardens on the front of the potential jersey. But Tri-County's another league that streams some of their games.
By the way, Sosa, probably final at bat.
Triple for the cycle.
Oh.
Well, it's like the Little League, What team did you play on in Little League? What was your Little League team name?
We were named after major league teams.
It's a weak sauce. Probably Galloway or something.
It was.
Yeah.
GTA, man. I was 9 years old, 9, 10. I played for the Angels.
We'll just throw a professional team name.
11, 12s. I played for the Orioles.
We did some years we did the professional team. Some years it was just different colors.
But it would be like a business. It would be like a business on the back. I never remember the business. But like East Vineland, I was
blue. That was Ventnor. Always did blue versus red, silver, yellow.
Just say Waterford
now
on the front.
Yeah. Now East Vineland, where I coached and when we moved out there, and then I became the league president. Dude, people would literally get in physical altercations if you tried to change the team names. Because they're all business sponsors, and some of them have been there for like 30, 40 years. And they're like, no, you cannot move, Jim Marandino Baseball Club out of the 11, 12s. I'm like, why? And they're like, what do you mean, why? They're like, they've been maroon and they've been silver forever. They've been a sponsor for like 30 years. I'm like, all right, I get it. I respect it. That's how like well-known the business owners were. And then the business owners would like come and want to kill you if you didn't call them and be like, hey, nobody called me for my $600 sponsorship. I'm, whoa. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me.
We had, I played for Margate Firemen.
There.
Wow.
See?
We had Firemen, PBA.
Oh, PBA was a big one in Violent too. PBA 266.
Louis Place, which I think was like a women's clothing store.
Yeah.
And Lions, the Lions Club.
Yeah.
They were the 4 teams in our Little League.
Yeah.
There were 4 teams.
It was either like 4 or 5 every year, depending.
Then you went to the senior league. We had Sacco Subs, Pythians,
Sacco Subs,
Log Cabin.
Log Cabin sponsored a team.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And Pythians, Log Cabin, Sacco Subs, and who was the last team?
Yeah, in East Vineland, the big clubs were Marandino Baseball Club, Shamrock Landscaping, Tri-City Kitchens.
Who the heck was the last team? Was it Lieber Rich?
Ooh, that goes back a ways.
Lieber Rich might have been the last team. They were orange and blue. I played for Pythians. We had the baby blue and orange. Sweet.
Yeah.
I moved to Linwood.
Kennedy Concrete was another big sponsor in East Vineland.
My last 2 years, I moved to Linwood. I played for JCA, whatever the heck that was. And then we had Kiker Roofing.
Kiker Roofing, wow. They were like the all-star sponsor for a couple of years, as I remember, too.
Martin Photography.
Yeah, we had TNF Photography and Bassetti Photo.
That was the last one. Kiker Roofing, JCA, Martin Photography. I can't remember the other one.
By the way, Sosa down on strikes. No cycle tonight.
Bohm should get up again. Nope.
Not with Rojas.
Not with Rojas.
No shot.
I mean, he's Rojas got it, but they got to get to Turner, Schwarber, and then get to him. Man, it's an uphill battle.
No,
Oh my goodness,
That's up.
that was
that
up.
was close.
They thought they were going to throw the ball down the third.
Oh, Boog Sciambi's doing the game tonight. Oh, it's because Ravitch did the college game.
College, yep.
Yeah.
He could have made it from Omaha to Philly.
Oh.
Got there in time.
Probably
could've.
could've.
He would have been cutting it close.
I
That
don't
game
know.
ended hours ago. That game was over.
When did I get? I got to the porch at what, like 5:30? Nah, he would have never made it. No way.
You don't think? A
No
charter
way.
flight from Omaha to
No.
Huh?
No
Ravitch
way.
called the game in Omaha today.
Omaha to.
To Philly. It's probably what, an hour,
Eh,
2
I
hours?
got here like on the
Two.
porch 5:40. The
I don't
game
know.
was
It's-
just ending.
It's tough though, because the deal, man. It's like
no way.
pre-production and all the stuff that
Yeah.
goes along with it. You're not.
You gotta leave the ballparks and track,
Yeah.
No.
Now, if it got done at like lunchtime, like
I thought it got over a little earlier.
Nah.
Listen, you could do
Too
what we
late.
do. Could have produced it remotely. Could have just called the
could
game.
have did that.
Could have
Could
done
have
it. Could have done it.
did both games simultaneous. Did it from the bank.
We'll be
College
doing.
World Series from the bank.
Listen, man. We'll be on Game Changer on Tuesday night.
How about that?
The street ball, world famous street ball series, New York versus New York, powered
Woo!
by Nike.
When's this?
We'll be at Rutgers Park on Tuesday night.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we were there for 3 games last Tuesday. It was supposed to be in Lincoln Park, and Mother Nature had a different opinion, but pretty awesome.
That'll be awesome. Legendary.
Yeah.
We got a
Got the Under Armour All American game coming up too. September 13th.
Ooh,
Billy Ripken will be on color.
how about that?
Yeah. So stay tuned for more details. And then we're gonna have the prep baseball All American game at Lone Depot Park in Miami
Yeah.
on September 20th.
About that.
September 20th.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did I know about that one?
Don't know if you knew about that one just yet.
That is not on my calendar.
Breaking news.
There you go.
The Camden Yards one, I'm trying to figure out.
There you go.
I have a little bit of a conflict that day. But
And then
working.
the Nike EYBL Junior National Championships, 7th and 8th grade, July 16th and July 20th.
Be a fun couple months.
It's gonna be wild.
All right, we're in the 9th. Top 9 for the Fightins.
Yeah.
Top 9. Here we go. Here we go. Strom in the close it out there, Doug.
So he's in to close it out. Is this because it's a low leverage
Yes,
situation?
absolutely.
Well, yeah, it is what it is.
Pinch hitter Hayden Singer. 0-2. It's a good start for Strom.
So this right here, right? Do you change your strategy at all, knowing that you got to reset the table? You're down 6. So you're really up there free swinging, or are you trying to just get on base?
Just get on base.
Right?
You're down 6 runs in the 9. Just my approach would be just find a way to get on base.
Yeah. When I was coaching, that would always be the case. Like if we were in the hole a little bit,
Yeah.
I didn't care who was batting. I was like, listen, we need to get 2 on with nobody out.
Yeah, we're down.
If we can't get 2 on, nobody out. Doesn't matter what we do. There's nobody
We're
who's going to
done.
hit a 6-run
It's
home
over.
run.
I tried to go slider, left it up.
Do the old school, get right on top of the plate.
Yeah, let it hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Lean
You're not
into one.
moving.
Lean into one.
You're not
Like
moving.
Chase.
Come on.
Like Chase Utley used to do.
Yeah.
Lean into one. He would just turn. There it is. Slider in the dirt. Struck him out.
Drum.
Struck him on out of there.
I mean, is that really a good look?
The hair.
Like, I'm all a fan of the long hair, but like, you gotta kind of have volume to the hair. Like, Strom looks like if he pulled his hat off,
I
he
think
might
he's
be
doing the
balding.
Marsh thing. They're wetting it now.
I don't get it.
I don't know. All right, here comes the polar bear.
Well, I think we got to keep in mind that the Mets have proven that they can rip off some power
Did you
bombs
see that?
quite quickly. Yeah.
What the hell was that swing? He just kind of
He's like,
he's half swung, not
like-
even a half swing.
he's
I
like,
don't
we
know
want to
what
get
that
out of
was.
here. That's what he's
Like, I'm
saying.
ready. All right,
Let's
take to
go.
Atlanta.
Write it up.
Get to Atlanta. We're done.
Wow.
That was up.
That's up.
That was up.
So do you take offense to it if you're down 6 in the 9th? You get a bad call on you?
Not really. Like at that point, you know the umpire's like, all right, let's wrap this up. You're down 6 runs.
Day off tomorrow, so Strom. Otherwise, they're off tomorrow, right?
They're off tomorrow.
Yeah. Thought so.
2-time home run derby
Leverage
champ.
situation, up 6.
We're gonna see the polar bear in the derby again this year.
How about Bohm?
That's what I said. I brought that up on the radio.
Or Bomer homers.
Bomer.
I don't know, man.
He was entertaining. He was entertaining.
Well, I think was it next year, right? To the bank.
Yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that it was for the bicentennial, I guess. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was, I guess, 76, yeah.
So we gotta have Schwarber in the home run derby next year.
Is he going to be a Philly next year?
Yeah. How can he not? Come on.
There was a report about that today
It's gotta be.
or something.
Does he take less? Ooh, I can't see that. It's gonna be his last contract.
That's it.
He's gonna.
He got paid 80-something million over the 3 years.
You're
4
talking
years.
$35 million
It's
for like
crazy.
4
Cassie got a
years.
bigger contract.
Yeah.
than
And you don't see Schwarber complaining when he gets pulled from the game defensively.
He's never in the game to get pulled defensively at this point. How about
When
30?
he was playing defensively his first year, he got pulled almost every night.
$35 million for 4 years. What do you think? Gets that done? $140 million, 4 years.
By the way, Philly tailgate, another great pull. The Phillies who have been mic'd up for Sunday Night Baseball. Brandon Marsh, Bryson Stott, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Bryson Stott, Alec Bohm.
Wow.
2 down.
They tweeted out something, Phil's tailgate, about Schwarber.
Under 6
The
minutes.
Phillies who attempted to lock up DH Kyle Schwarber in spring training aren't hiding their intentions to re-sign him when he's a free agent. They know how valuable he is in the clubhouse, in addition to being a lethal left-handed bat. That is from Bob Nightingale this morning.
Okay.
So, what do you think gets it done? $35 million on a discount? $40 million? I mean, $40 million.
I mean, he's looking at Turner and Harper saying you gave those guys $300 million.
So he's looking at 4 years, $150 million minimum.
Probably something
Probably
like that.
something around that range, yeah. I mean, he's one of the best hitters in baseball. And,
It's crazy.
you know?
There's
That's
no-
interesting.
close.
Like, so do you think people around baseball, like you
Value.
got Soto, Ohtani, you know, all these great top of the, there you go,
Final.
top of the line hitters. Do you think people view Schwarber on the same level as them?
It's so weird, right? Like production wise, it would be hard to argue against it. But he can't play you're not putting him in the field every game.
No Ohtani in the field.
Ohtani, but Ohtani, you're counting on him to pitch.
Just now.
Yeah, but you knew that going in, right? Soto, you're expecting him to play every day. That's why I think that 4 years, $150 million is probably the right number.
That sounds about right.
And that'll take him till what? He's 36, 37.
It's a
He's
problem.
32 now, I believe.
We're like,
Right.
you know, Wheeler said he's going to retire at the end of his deal. He'll be 37 years old. We were looking at it today. Halladay, his 34-year-old season, he was awesome. His 35-year-old season, he was just okay. And at
then-
36, he was done.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand some of the bigger 11 and 13-year contracts. You're not really expecting these guys to truly give you return on investment of 30, 39. You're just putting the contract there because it's really the true sense of almost like an annuity, meaning like, okay, we can just stretch that out. We'll add on the cost, whatever it may be. Then they can probably transfer some money over because there's nothing. Listen, I think in some of these bigger deals, just like Ohtani, where Ohtani was upfront about, well, I'm pushing it off and it's going to be an annuity. It's going to be this deferred money. Some of these guys right now aren't willing to take deferred money, but when they know that they're done from a tax advantage standpoint, they're going to push these contracts back probably 6, 7, 8 years.
Wow, look at that stat on SportsCenter. 21-3 the Phillies are when hitting multiple home runs this season.
Yeah.
Speaking of Schwarbarian,
The Schwarbarian.
they got him on the post-game SportsCenter.
Yeah, just sign me. 4 years, $150 million, and I'll be back here in the Home Run Derby for the All-Star game next year.
Yep. They got to have somebody in it.
I mean, I'm buying all of this
Perfect
beer
guy.
for yards, so I'm hoping he doesn't go nowhere.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be hard to call it the Philly standard if he's not part of the standard.
We got a 70-66 game. Game 7.
Oof. 3.5 to go in the third.
TJ McConnell.
Do they do a post-game live show
On NBC.
Sometimes the Sixers do that after.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not tonight, at least.
Like when the Sixers play national games.
Well, we're the post-game show.
We are. Right here on the porch.
So take 2 or 3 from the Mets.
Yeah, so you got no Scott Van Pelt tonight, by the way.
Interesting.
SVP.
Are they doing the South Shore Tri-County All-Star game still?
So they're not. It's going to be an in-house South Jersey South Shore game because of all the rainouts that they've had. The schedule's been a hot mess. So it's going to be a internal All-Star game. I'm waiting on the date. But they're going to do it prior to
And how are they breaking up those
finals
teams?
That's a good question. I'm not 100% sure of the details on that this year.
How many teams are in? There's only
11.
But there's only one team from. No, there's 2 teams in Cape May County.
Yeah, the Cape May Whalers, and it's only one team.
One.
Cape May. I guess Ocean City is technically.
Yep.
Cape May.
So you could do a Cape May versus Atlantic County, but you only got 2 teams down there.
Yeah.
Summers Point no longer, huh?
No, the Capitans are no mas.
Wow.
Disbanded.
Yeah.
To shout out to our boy Dave O'Sullivan, Sully boy.
Sully.
Had the baby.
Yeah, well.
Had to give up coaching.
Little kids change a lot. But there are expansion plans for South Jersey South Shore that I can't really air publicly, but I will just say that the footprint is about to
How about that?
expand, which is good. And a lot more of the local college coaches are getting on board to send their players in the summer to compete and play there. So you can kind of keep an eye on them. Guys can still work. The other thing that's great about that league too is they try to stay clear of the weekends, so these guys can kind of
they generally play a
work.
pretty aggressive, like 4-day-a-week schedule, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, and it runs fast. It's only 8 weeks.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, interestingly enough, because we share our field with Ventnor, Ventnor is playing very, very few home games this year. For I don't know the reason, but
What's up the smoke in the Citizens Bank Park?
They missed something.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I know for a time, I mean, Lower Cape May used to have a team back in the old ACBL. Buna had a team. They have a team in this league, right?
Buna does,
Yes.
yeah.
You had Lower Cape May. Back in the day, Pleasantville had a team, the old Pleasantville A's. Remember them?
Yeah. The challenge is for some of these older leagues, call it college/men, rightfully so, there's a premium put on the youth leagues. So when you have a run of bad weather, which we had for a couple weeks, the youth games take precedent. So then the men's league and the adult games end up getting bumped. And then they run into these kids are going back to college. So we got to try to finish the league, get all these games in, and it can create a little bit of chaos. So we have seen the occasional, doubleheader or makeup game on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Trying to think.
But
yeah, Pleasantville had a team. Lower Cape May had a team.
Yeah.
I think you'll probably see a team soon from like either middle or maybe lower again. But there's a lot of talent we've been getting at the Atlantic Shore. We've been getting a lot more middle, lower. This year we even have a couple Wildwood kids. Wildwood's got a nice little group of kids. Surprised like upper doesn't have some team.
One of the big prevailing challenges right now is that lacrosse is gaining popularity at the younger athlete level. So that starts to impact.
It is.
Little league numbers are still very strong, but when you get into like the Babe Ruth divisions and the senior league divisions and you move up to the big field, some of these guys are making a lot of quick decisions to say, hey, well, maybe I'll try this other sport. I'll maybe go in a different direction because it can feel, you see it. 13 years old for a lot of these kids.
Well, our numbers at 13 are really big. It drops off afterwards. But, and this is where the South Shore League, I'm interested to see, because you're going after the, young college players?
Upperclassmen, young college, yep.
Are they getting the high school kids, I guess they're playing on these showcase teams. Are they playing the higher end high school player? Are they playing?
Traditionally, what happens is once the high school player completes his recruitment circuit and he knows hey, I'm going to X college, then the conversation is where are you playing your summer ball? Mm-hmm. And then they prefer that they end up playing in a league that they're competing against other at least college level kids. So then that's when they're like, oh, I want to go in the South Jersey South Shore League. And then they turn around and say, hey, most of our games are streamed. And that's the part that other people don't realize. All the games are streamed on Game Changer regardless. But then BFA, we come in and do probably somewhere between 10 and 15 games a year. And I've gotten text messages from coaches like University of Arizona. Hey, do you have any other, video on this kid? Said UNC Chapel Hill. Hey, we really like this outfielder. Do you have other video? And it's kind of eye-opening the way that something happens. Now, the other piece of it is it's different is a transfer portal. So you have kids that come back and they play, and they may be regional D2, D3 JUCO, and now you have coaches that have a lens and say, hey, this kid's now going to be, of age junior. We want to give him a shot. It's a win-win.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, you got, once you've decided where to go to college, do you need to play in these showcase tournaments or anymore? You just want to play games now and stay sharp. But are they getting those kids?
Those kids, they do tend to get. Because
there's a lot of kids here who have already made college decisions. Mm-hmm. Are they on teams?
Most of the time, yeah. If you go through some of the rosters, there's a lot of commits. And I'm talking everywhere from D1 through JUCO. But generally, once they're done, I think the parents too. The parents see it's very expensive to go play showcase baseball. So what are you showcasing if you've already committed to a college? Now you're gonna have college expenses. And what other leagues are out there that they only charge the teams $1,000 a team?
Well, I would, so are they getting? At what age are they starting to get?
16.
Right. So if you're a 16, 17-year-old, junior-ish.
High end.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually some of the names that you'll see, over the last couple of seasons, once, Cole Campbell, the catcher from Mainland, once he committed to NJIT, he had a little bit of an injury bug that was there. But he immediately shifted gears and wanted to get into, a league like this. Anthony Rackets plays at Newman. When he committed to Newman, he shifted over, wanted to play too for the Cardinals. Ocean City has quite a few of the Ocean City Red Raider players over the last couple of years that once they were committed to the college, then they decided to play in the South Jersey South Shore League. So it works. And again, they're smart about it because even if you're a kid that still wants to play showcase ball, they're doing tournaments on the weekends. This league is only during the week, so you can kind of do both.
Yeah.
I actually just heard from one of my contacts nationally. They're starting a showcase circuit that's just for transfer portal. So these are existing college players that enter the portal,
entering the portal,
and it's hard to pick up and do, there's
Right.
no showcase, so to speak, of transfer portal kids. So that's what they're going to do. There's going to be a transfer portal league starting in 2026. Look at Kevin Shaw. We're seeing it on the Sports Center. He's an intense dude.
You a local guy?
He has local ties. Does real well in the recruiting space. Yes.
And then the first base coach got tossed to. That was something else.
The chance.
All right, end of 3 NBA Finals, 81-68, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it's
one more quarter to go.
It's a steep deficit to go into a
Yes, it is.
a final. I mean, how much is Halliburton missing?
I mean, I would imagine a lot, but I mean,
Slow
this
bleed.
is Game 7. These guys are just
Slow
like, hey,
bleed.
Just leaving it all out there.
yeah. I mean, McConnell has given them everything and more.
So we're watching as we're on commercial. You see Cade Anderson and the LSU Tigers take the College World Series. So it begs the question, if you're Kevin Schnall, comes in, Coastal Carolina coach, you're already down 1-0. Is it really worth going that postal to get tossed in that spot, knowing they're in an elimination
I don't know that he
spot?
really deserved to get tossed for that.
No. I mean, that early
In the first inning of a game, I mean, come on. The umpire needs to.
Does the umpire then have to give a little bit more kind of understanding, like what's at stake?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The guy said you missed 3 pitches. I mean, come on. Have some thicker skin. I mean, it's not a secret that you guys aren't getting 100% here. He's lucky that's all he told him.
Well, how much? But
After the fact.
But how much are we seeing over the course of time? Or is it just because of the presence of social media and more cameras and more leagues? But like the umpire, their personalities seem to be more of a, I don't know.
It's not like it's just a regular season. It's the championship game.
Oh, the umpire followed down on the ground.
For arguing balls and strike.
Yeah. You can't toss a manager in a College World Series game.
And then the
That
first
early.
base coach.
Yeah.
At that point.
The first base coach is ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, here's a question. He's ejected. Is he texting? Is there some method of messaging going on?
I don't know.
I mean, I
Well,
gotta think.
I saw the guy with the iPad coaching there. I'm
Sending
wondering if
like
he's
an
getting
email?
like
Like
instant
airdropping?
messenger or something.
Yeah, something.
I don't know if they're monitored in the NCAA. I don't know if they're monitored. Like we've done broadcast point blank, and they've asked us what's the delay on the feed, and I'm like, well, why does that matter? And they're like, there needs to be a 45-second delay on the feed. I'm like, okay, if you want it, then we'll make it. We'll make it happen. So I don't know if there's standards that I'm just like not aware of. The umpire going down as a joke.
That's a not
He
top
tripped
10.
over the other guy.
The other
Yeah.
umpire. Just a shame, because in this situation, you're taking away from the Coastal Carolina kids.
Yep.
Because he's got to explain himself about arguing with an umpire.
Oh, so he was holding up a 2-game suspension.
I got an umpire. I got a recent umpire story. I got to fill you in on offline.
I would love to be hearing what he's saying right now.
Closed caption, man. Where is it?
He said he held up 2 fingers. He has a 2-game suspension. He said because he was embarrassed that he fell. He's like, I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You could actually run that back. There you go.
That was an emotional speech.
So now a 16-point lead for the Thunder. We're still here online, so we're kind of doing a little multi-view on the porch. We got Game 7 in the NBA Finals on the left. Yep. We're kind of catching up with the baseball world on SportsCenter on the right.
College World Series action today.
Yeah.
LSU.
So if you're just joining us late, LSU takes the title, the 2-0 sweep of Coastal Carolina, but Coastal Carolina head coach Kevin Shaw gets the gate in the first inning for arguing balls and strikes, and his first base coach also gets the gate. And at 5-0, LSU was the first team to sweep their way to a title. And he's saying for what? And John Boy Media would have a.
He said, you missed 3 pitches. He told him 3 times. Down goes the ref, the umpire.
Yeah, one umpire knocks the other umpire
Here we
over. We're reviewing the
Post-game
presser, yeah.
Oh.
So Kevin Schnall is talking about his history going from being an assistant coach to a head coach. He's speaking very candidly. He's talking as assistant coach at this level. You're treated like a second-class citizen, which I can't believe he's actually saying this in a presser. So the umpire, according to Schnall, is upset he's arguing balls and strikes. And Schnall's like, well, I'm only making a big deal about it. You just missed 3 pitches. Some bad footwork by the umpire that fell over, which is why he fell over.
Doing the tango.
Yeah, he dropped step to his left.
He got right back.
Come on.
Went right back up.
I mean, I will say, Schnall as a man is a pretty imposing figure. Like, I don't know that I want to get in front of him. He looks like he's a football coach.
He tripped over his foot, embarrassed in front of 25,000 immediately. Goes to the game suspension and said, bumping the umpire. I mean, he was embarrassed.
Yeah, so Schnall is saying, like, the umpire fell over. That's not me.
He said, I should not be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
Can't say I've ever been ejected from a game.
You ever argue?
I've done my fair share of arguing, but never been ejected.
I was arguing, and one of my best one-liners ever was, "That's the best call you made all day, Blue." It was throwing me out. That was my send-off.
Your send-off?
I kind of liked it.
It's a good one.
I got into it. We were up in Altoona, and it is some home cooking
Oh, yeah.
out there.
Some of those umpire
It's a night
circles
game. People are a little sauced, and the guy blatantly missed 2 calls.
Yeah.
And I lost it, and I said, I was like, dude, it's egregious. It's egregious. And the president of our league's cracking. He's like, you're just in the guy's face telling him it's egregious. It's egregious. So the guy comes up to me the next day.
Did he know what egregious meant?
He comes up to me the next day, and he apologized for missing multiple calls, and I said, "Those aren't even the ones I was complaining about." He said, "We did get the calls wrong. We apologize." I'm like, "You tell me the next day." It's like, "Come on, man."
I've been thrown out of 2 games. One, it was horrendous. And I wasn't even like, I didn't say anything for the first 3 bad calls, but then it just got to be so insane. I was like, if you were a volunteer, it'd be hard for me to yell, but we already paid you to be the umpire. So, like, this is where it's just maddening. You should be fired. How bad you're calling the game. And that's when he threw me out. And I was like, that's the best call. Second time I got thrown out after the game.
I like that.
Yeah,
after
the fact.
So
how does that work?
We were in a championship series in senior league, and bases are loaded, and there's 1 out. Everybody knows the play is coming home. So our shortstop struggles a little bit for a clean throw or clean catch, throws it home, and it takes the catcher from the inside of the plate across the base path on the third base side, and instead of the runner trying to like slide or veer, he decides that he's going to run into the catcher, except our catcher happens to be, rock solid, 220 pounds. So he runs, so the catcher can feel him coming. So he kind of braces. So he puts his arm up.
Yeah.
Kid hits him, gets laid out. And then the next thing you know, he's like, he's out of here. And now, mind you, this was the throw ended up being wide. So, game's over anyway.
Right.
He's like, he's out of here. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, the kid didn't mean anything by it. I'm like, he should have slid. And he's like, no, the catcher, your catcher, is thrown out of the game. Well, that, by getting thrown out of the game, it's a 1-game suspension. I'm like, well, you can't throw somebody out after the game. And he's like, and enough out of you. You're out of here too. My assistant comes running out of the dugout, and he's like, I don't want to hear it. You're out of here too. So
yeah,
we all got ejected and suspended for game 2 of the championship game. So you talked about Schnall. So you know what I did? I was told by the league, which, by the way, I was the president of at the time, that I could not step foot on the league property. So me being the loophole guy, I may or may not have thrown a blanket over my head, and then in the back of my Tahoe had my wife drive onto the property because my feet weren't on the ground.
Oh, Jesus.
And I sat in the back of it and communicated with the other coaches who were the backup coaches about, kind of like what to do, watching the game on the Game Changer app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a time.
Yeah.
We lost the championship.
We were in the regional final. You might have been there. No. Were you in there? No, I don't think you
Ventnor?
were. The game was in Ventnor. Ball's foul by a good couple. It was pretty egregiously foul to the point where the runners for the team that hit it stopped running.
Ooh.
Because the guy thought it was foul. The umpire called it fair. Well, it's 2 outs, so everybody was on the move. So the left fielder just stopped going after it because it was clearly foul. Called it fair. Everybody comes around to score, and I might have lost it. Now, I think the guy, in hindsight, let me go because I think he knew that he messed up, but what was he going to do? So the guy who was the base umpire
reversed it?
No, he was like, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. He's like, but the kid from like the other team, they're all saying it was foul. He's like, but I personally did not see it, so I can't overrule him. Wow. We ended up losing that game to go to the World Series by the 3 runs that were scored on that hit. So, I'm letting him have it. And I'm saying, basically, you're standing there. I said, and literally the whole place, from their parents from here all the way around, are all laughing that you got this call wrong. Like, they all know it. I said, the kid stopped running. The kid who hit it stopped running.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Brutal.
And that team that beat us ended up winning the World Series.
Wow.
And we had beaten them in pool play.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that's a double whammy, man.
Yeah,
that ain't cool.
You know what's funny? So there was a guy when we were in the World Series. This is the year we won the World Series. The umpires were staying in our hotel. So, after your day's over, you go back to the hotel. A lot of teams there, the coaches hang out, have a couple pops.
You're like, yeah, I'm
The
on my
umpires are all
sauce.
sitting in the room in the common area. After I unleashed on this guy, I had to sit there and be like, "Oh,
You're like,
Jesus."
can I buy you a beer?
I've never got kicked out of a game, but yeah,
Close.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's times where my parents wish I had showed a little bit more. Used to watch me coach. I don't say two words.
Yeah, you're pretty low key.
Yeah, I don't say 2 words.
I usually bring some adult spring water to your game and just kind of
There you go.
hang out.
Have a good time.
Well, BFA, we did the state finals we did a couple of years ago in Ventnor.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Some of these fields though, man, are so tough to broadcast games on.
Ventnor's really tough.
You got chain link everywhere, and it's like 12 feet high. You can't get a shot, and then you're not supposed to be on top of the dugout.
Ventnor's really tough. But
Margate's worse.
Margate might be the worst, yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, Margate's rough. I mean, all of these, like, even Summers Point, which has a second floor broadcast area, it's down the third. It's on the third baseline, so you're not seeing the field from the right angle.
No, a lot of times you got to rely on the monitor, and sometimes even when you're calling a game off the monitor, you're basically going off of the reaction of the players in the field. Well, the finals looks like it's out of hand.
Yeah, we'll do one more check-in on the finals here and wrap up tonight's On the Porch. We had
a great crowd.
Yeah.
Great audience joining us. Want to thank everyone for tuning in.
Yeah. We got Pizzeria 203 stepping up. They're going to be a bit of a food purveyor. Some of the pizza and wings coming in, and a couple of sponsors that are now stepping up too. So we're looking Myers on July 19th. We're going to try to take this thing on the road.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
But
Pizzeria 203, by the way, we stopped over there when we went to Buna Connection. We checked out the new brewery in Buna, which very cool, awesome spot, like the beer. And we got a pizza at Pizzeria 203. So thanks to them guys for making a great pie.
Yeah.
We went in a little incognito. July 19th, come out and watch the Phillies at Myers Lighthouse with us. We're On the Porch. We'll be out there live, drinking a couple of cold ones, hanging out. They always have good food, good burgers. They do the grill out there in the back. They have that whole area now that's all like AstroTurf, really cool. So that's July 19th. We'll be at Myers Lighthouse. If you know a place that would be a cool spot for us to go, reach out, let us know. We're looking to take On the Porch to some more locations. We love the Porch here atmosphere. It's great tonight with the lights. And
awesome.
Cooled off, really cool. So no bugs here there on the big winter.
No
bugs.
Inside, not at the campground.
We are screened in, so no bugs in here. Nuggets MVP for the new light up there.
Got it done.
Hazard pay.
Got it done.
Yeah. So we got 89-68. Looks like Oklahoma City with 7:40 left to go. Looks like Oklahoma City is going to win their first NBA championship. And the big story was Halliburton looks like tore his Achilles in the first quarter of the game. So that kind of stinks. Phil's won 7-1 tonight. They are in first place. And, of course, they're off tomorrow. So,
yep, they got Houston on Tuesday in Houston.
All right. Dougie Fresh. Nuggets.
Nick Castellanos for president.
I'm Mike Gill. You've been watching On the Porch with Mike, Doug, and Nick right here on all of the social media channels. We'll talk to you next time, everybody.